get it as it goes live right now. We should be going live here in a moment. I'm just going to do a quick audio test as it goes live, and we are officially live right now. Testing the mic, 1, 2. Audio test as it goes live. If you can also just say something real quick while I set up your mic here.
Yeah, hello, my name is
Testing the
Thor.
mic, 1, 2.
How is everyone's day going? Just kidding, I can't hear you. But anyway, is that good? You need to speak longer? Is that good? Yeah, hello.
Okay,
That's it,
perfect.
that's
We
long
can
enough
hear
anyway,
you.
so.
Everybody can hear you. I can hear you. Sounds like the mic is
Okay.
adjusted properly. Awesome. I don't even have a glow stick. That actually would have been nice too. All right, no. Okay, the sun is just.
Should I light the fire?
Yeah, we should actually light that now. How many wood on it?
And the Olympics have begun. Ah.
Okay, great. You want to throw in one more log in there from the bag, please? Okay, then I got to change my frequency here. Welcome everybody to the Toilet Paper. Your host here, Felix, a journalist, and I'm here with the fellow tourist, as he calls himself. I'm not sure if he'd like to be referred to anything else, but we'll find that out in a moment. There we go, sit here. Oh, that was fun.
Oh.
Yeah, a little technical difficulty on the seating. Alright, I think I'm okay. Alright, perfect. Alright, so yeah, welcome to the Toilet Paper, guys, and welcome tourists for coming. Thank you for staying here and letting me interview you for the night. Unfortunately not the day, but we do have a fire here, nice and warm for both of us. We should be alright. If you'd like, you can just introduce yourself real quick and then we'll go from there.
Okay, well, hi, I'm the tourist. I'm the leader for the new group Pravda. Yeah, I can't really say anything else other than them. That's about it.
Would you like to give us a little bit of your backstory and how you came to Livonia and that?
Okay, well, I was born in England, in Manchester, and my dad had a few jobs around the world, so at one point we had to move to Russia, and we were travelling then. Then we moved to Chernobyl for a few years, and then it started, thing that changed the world, and that happened. I had to do some things, and then I've just been on the road ever since, and then I came to Livonia, and then once I made it here, I met some people, met the BRC, they're nice, met some other people, had to deal with Frank a few times, then he was actually quite nice in the end, to me at least.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we get to here.
Oh, that's really interesting to hear. So, what are you saying that the group here you've called you guys self again?
Oh, Pravda.
Sorry.
Pravda.
Pravda? I thought it was called the
P-R-A-V.
Fire Brigade.
Oh, that's not us. That's I think that might be a different one.
Oh, you guys. This is not okay. All right, so I've mistaken you guys. So you're not part of the Fire Brigade. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, 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 no.
I got to change that. What is exactly the group that you guys are called?
My group is called Pravda.
If you can just spell that out for me real quick here. Sorry, I've totally confused you guys. I thought I was interviewing the Fire Brigade right now, and this is just now kind of new to me. I thought that's what I was talking to. Alright, let's switch that back. Okay, so if you can spell that then, please.
It's Pravda.
Pravd.
No, VDA, not AD. VDA.
Oh, Pravda. Okay, got you. Pravda. And it's called the Pravda?
No, just Pravda.
Just Pravda. Okay. Need Pravda. Got you. Perfect. Okay, let's save that. Let me also add this part here. I apologise, I've gone the wrong information here. Really do apologise for that, mate.
That's
I don't
good.
know where I was confused with that. Okay, there you go.
People make mistakes.
All been adjusted. Yeah, I honestly, I couldn't tell you where that all happened. Why I was even thinking that I was interviewing the brigades there. I don't know what led me to that. But anyways, okay, okay, that's interesting. So what about your group is it that you guys are like? Well, what do you guys stand for? What do you guys are about? A little history, if you can, please.
Oh, it's well, I got the name from during World War II there was a newspaper in Russia that was called Pravda, and it means truth, and it's basically a propaganda newspaper about Russia fighting the Germans and what like was happening during then. And I found it interesting. I looked more into it, and then when I found out it meant truth, I went, "Oh, that's kind of what I stand for. I want the truth. I want everything to mean what it means. I don't want anyone covering up stuff.
Of course,
I just
yeah.
want the truth constantly, and we stand for the truth."
Oh, good. So we have something in common then. Is the toilet paper also stands for the truth and always wants just for those that deserve it. So in saying this, what is it that you guys would do as this group? What are you guys' intentions?
Well, it depends what it is. If, let's say, people going up to us, or the government or resistance comes up, we might stand in. It depends. We might do jobs for people, help people, might save people, might go to a war with people. It's only the future can tell.
Oh, okay. So you guys don't have like a code of ethic or something besides the truth is probably what that would be. You just stand for the truth, and you want
Yeah.
people to feel safe, and you want people to know exactly what's happening as it's happening. Okay, so and you're not like
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you guys are like a forceful group that would put your beliefs on others, or is that something you would do? You would kind of like go around and try to force people to believe what you believe, or is that something that's more like up in the air for people to decide for themselves if they ever interact with you guys or have a
Oh,
conversation?
if it's hard to say because I want people to have freedom of speech, but also if it's just you can't just say whatever you want. There's rules to life. Life isn't fair, and even if your beliefs are the wrong beliefs, well, there isn't really a wrong belief. But if yours aren't the ones that the world agrees with, then you can speak it, but there's going to be consequences for speaking it.
Okay,
If
interesting.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. And how long have you guys been around?
Um, well,
Unofficially or officially?
I've, um, well, not really official yet. It's still trying to recruit members.
Okay,
So if
cool.
anyone wants to join, they're more than welcome to talk to me about it. Um, but yeah, as for about a few days now, we've been active or around.
Okay. And in your time here in Livonia, and also coming up with this group, and you know, trying to adjust to everything that's happening here and that, have you actually enforced anything that you've been talking about lately with this place? Have you done anything yet in regards to your group with anyone around lately?
Well, not yet. Really, at the moment in time, I'm facing more on recruitment. I need to make
Okay,
sure that I have members,
of
so I can
course.
then pursue with my group and what we believe in. But of course, if no one wants to, I can't really start it, and that's why I need members to start some the other stuff.
Okay. And being by yourself at the moment, or like if you do have one or more members here in your group now, have you guys at least taken opportunity to do anything? Is part of this group you have? Like, have you guys in the past have you done anything? Obviously not on a bigger scale, but obviously you know, as much as you could have done in the past. Have you ever implemented any of these things while living here?
No, not yet, but uh,
Okay,
we might see some in the future.
fair enough. Now you mentioned Frank Kessel, and that you thought he was a little nice there near the end of your talks or your meetings and what have you. Can you give us a little bit of background, like how was that experience exactly with Frank Kessel from start to finish? Like what was going on? Why was he talking with you and all that? Or if you like, you don't have to
Oh
comment.
well. Oh no, it's fine. It's well, it starts when he first came round, and it was the boxing event, and he was like sending telegrams to everywhere saying, "Yeah, I've been to the boxing event. It looks like a real show," and stuff like that. And
Okay.
just he wasn't praising us, wasn't making fun of us. It was just being, you know, natural creepy stuff. You want to fit people if you want to be an image, don't you? So
Yeah.
uh, we were kind of joking around. We we were talking to him, going, if you're here, like we'll make a cult for you as a joke and stuff. But then I started looking into his stuff and realised what he actually was. So I devised a plan to try and get him, and we could get money off it.
Okay.
So we devised the plan, and then in the end, it didn't go through because I started working for him. Not as in
Oh
bad
wow.
things for him, just doing little deeds for him.
Okay.
And then there was one part where I was on the brink of death because uh, I had to take someone. I'm not going to name who to protect their identity, but
No problem.
someone nearly killed me, but didn't get to the point.
Oh wow.
And then at that point, Frank came to me, he got my stuff, he helped me up, and then we were friends at that point. We just, if you have your workmen and you don't leave them for dead and you help them get back up, help them get stuff and food and water and stuff to survive in this world, you're an amazing person. I don't know how you could do that and still be seen as the villain.
Oh wow! I don't think many people know about that part with Frank Castle and his little adventures out here. But from the sounds of it, it's kind of interesting to hear that he was actually very kind at the end of it all. And from my understanding, and reading into his history and stuff, is I can understand like he was not after people from what it looked like. He was after answers and answers from a government that has, from what I've read, he's been betrayed by the government and kind of left for dead kind of situation. So I believe the acts that he had done, in my opinion, kind of looked in my perspective, it looked like he was only looking for answers to, justify what had happened to him or his family, and I guess maybe he looked at you as somebody that would probably be able to help him in that venture from what it sounds like possibly, and the work you've done with him. And it's crazy to hear though that in the beginning you had looked at him as someone that was probably not going to be respected, or somebody that you can take advantage of, or things like this, but later to find out that you actually had an interaction where he helped you in your dire moments of need. And a lot of people probably have never heard of that story, or even heard that kind of actions from a guy like Frank Kessel. So that's really fascinating to hear. And at least I understand, I think he died actually in a raid, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't hear about that. That is shocking news.
Yeah, I'm not 100% certain if that's factual, but from my ears hearing around, I believe, yeah, he's been, from my understanding, he's been shot dead. But I don't know, didn't really get too much information from that, because unfortunately a lot of the stories I was chasing kind of came to a dead end. But, what the hell? Let me just quickly take that out.
What's that? Oh. It's Frank.
Yeah, right?
You gotta make jokes in times of
Of
sadness and
course.
grief.
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. Let's see now, my other question here. What would you say, as a leader for this group, is one of your strongest qualities, and what would make you the most fitting for the position as the leader for the group?
I wouldn't class myself as the leader. It's more of, it's not my faction or my group or my company. It's our group, our faction, our society, our government, our income.
Hey, that's interesting. That actually sounds really good. Not a lot of people I've interviewed in factions have that mentality. A lot of them kind of go through a ranking system. So I think that's something I would stand out for you guys, and I really like to hear that it's kind of involved with everybody in the group. That's really good. But of course, like saying that, it kind of brings you to understand, like, there might be moments where they might need a leader to put them in a direction. You know what I mean? Because, like, if everybody was equal headed or equal leveled out, then how would you go forward, right? I guess unless it's like a group thing, right? Like the council has in Graben, where a couple of people sit together and they discuss certain things. That's probably what I'm understanding from you right now, right? And then comes
Well, yeah, we'd have to think of everything. We'd have to all come together as a group to devise plans, like think stuff through, have votes to what we should do, and stuff like that. We'd all have to be our own leader.
Okay. But nobody would be like, or like, is there certain people that are allowed to bring more people inside of the circle, or is it already, because the circle would be trusted, it would be okay for anyone to bring anyone, kind of thing?
What would be is kind of like, if someone's in, they're well trusted, then sure, they could bring other people in. But let's say they've just joined, and I don't know who they are. No one else knows who they are, and they've just joined. We'd have to. They could say, "Can this person join?" But we'd have to look into that. They might be able to join, but that depends.
Okay, so there would be more trusted people involved, usually from the start, and then from there it would grow, and then eventually those people would be trusted, and then they would be able to, bring people in. So, like, obviously start small and then it grows big. So, okay. And
Yeah.
where do you guys believe that you'll be stationed at in terms if somebody, I don't know if it is a stationary thing or if it's like always on the move, or like how do you guys operate exactly?
We're gonna have a stationary base, just one place, maybe multiple of that, but we're gonna have one main base. We've not really thought about it yet. My guess would be that it's gonna be like near Colin Brody, in like
Okay.
a factory or place. Let's, but either between Brenner, Colin Broder, Graben, that's round where we would be stationed. Or maybe not.
Okay.
Well, like, that's my guess of what will happen. But there may be others that join might not agree with that, and we'll settle it.
Okay, so that's up for discussion and within the members. Um, and how would someone recognize they are coming towards a person of your group?
It's I'm actually trying to figure that one out myself. Like, what are the people that what are their armbands of that no one else has taken? There's a lot
I
of
believe
people.
all
There's
of
a lot
them.
of.
Sorry, go ahead. Yep.
No, you go ahead. Fine, it's okay.
I was just going to say I don't think there is any armbands left at the moment. From my understanding, you might have to do what I have to do, and I unfortunately was forced to remove my yellow armband without notice and all that. So that was kind of weird, but that's another story. So now I'm wearing the press vest, the dark blue one here, as my symbol for my group called the Media Group, and we'll be wearing this dark blue press vest. So I think you might have to get as creative as we did when it came to creating something like that. Maybe a bandana over your heads, like wearing it on the head instead of the face. It could be like purple ones. It could be the black, the reds, things like that, I guess, or maybe even a certain clothing. But yeah, hopefully you guys find something because you're not officially official at the moment, right?
No, we're still trying to
Still getting them there.
search for new people so it can be
Right. Okay.
official.
Okay. Is
But
there
yeah,
any?
the bandanas do seem like a good idea.
Yeah, I've
Oh yeah,
seen people
I'll
do
think about
that.
that.
Yeah, I've seen people do. It seems, and they have also they have the other coloured ones, the camouflage looking ones. Those ones too are available out there. So yeah, there's a few options. Is there anything you want to add to like you want to say to the people at this moment? Just anything you can say, you can let them know now. I'll
Um,
take care of that fire.
I'd say don't worry. We're we're not a bad group. We're not gonna steal your stuff. We're not gonna do any harm to you. And just we stand for the truth. Um, or nothing but the truth. And if you're worried about our group being a thing, then like don't be. Just all I can say. And like the motto of the group is like stand for all, fear nobody.
Oh, there you go. You
You
guys heard it there
don't
first.
fear anybody, and you need to. If someone bothers you, you either speak to others or you handle it yourself.
It kind of seems like you guys might be like, not officially, but like you guys kind of come across like you could be the police a little bit there. And I
Oh,
don't.
I'm not trying to impersonate the police at all. I'm just
No,
trying to.
no. But I mean, like the idea
If
you have,
anyone
it
thinks
sounds
anything,
like that.
it sounds like, yeah, I see that, but we're not. I want to reassure everyone that we're not the police. We're not going to try to be the police. We just, if anything, sometimes the police might disagree with us
Okay.
and might try to arrest us for our beliefs. Who knows?
So, what is the real difference then between you and the police? And because, like, from my understanding, is that you guys want to help people and you want to make sure the truth is heard. And if people need help, they can come to you. So it's almost like you're talking like if I was talking to the police in a way. Like I go to the police for help, the police want to help me, they want to seek the truth, things like that. So yeah, what would you say is somewhat of a difference between you and the police?
We don't care about the law. If we think someone's bad, we think something in this government or a law is stupid, we're gonna handle it and we're gonna make it go away.
Okay, kind of like almost like a rebel force, but not so violent. At least I'd hope not.
Yeah, I guess you could call us a rebel force.
But what I understand
Resistance.
is like you're like a person who's and not to say the law does not understand what the law is or how the law should be, because obviously in the law the government speaks with the police, the mayor speaks with the police stations, and they try to control a certain aspect of how they handle the business as the law. But in being you guys, like you just said, like if you don't like how something is, then you'll try to change it. How exactly do you think that would happen? Being like obviously a smaller group and not really government official like the police forces.
Would- Um, there's ways. Maybe
Maybe get like a
there's
petition from
ways.
all the people or something, and see how many people would agree or disagree with this law or whatever.
Would go with petition, and then if there is the petition, and then it let's say the people want it gone, but they don't let it go, then we'll have to deal with it in other ways, if you get me.
Ah, that's a good word. Somebody who's tuned in has said more like a resistance, but obviously not, like you said, not a violent resistance, but one that wants to stand up for the people and make sure that they're equally treated with just and cause, right?
Yeah, like the French resistance in World War Two.
Right, exactly. Okay. Wow, that's interesting then. I'd love to see how far this goes, and hopefully it does, and hopefully you also get more support from more people that want to be part of it. Because I do feel when I had talked with one of the officers back a few, like now a month or two ago, who's no longer part of the force, and the reason the person had left the force was because he felt the government was not being totally fair, or at least following the law as it was written in agreement with government and mayors and things like this, officials. So unfortunately, he had left due to that stigma of having a government that was not trying to work with the police and work with the law and how things are ran. So that unfortunately that officer had left the force due to them circumstances. So it really sounds kind of like a really good idea that we have someone like you guys that will probably be around hopefully in the future with more of you, to stand up for people and to protect them from the rights, and to make sure that the rights are actually being followed in a way that makes sense and is not unjust and or bias. Doesn't matter if it's from like a government rule, or police ruling or mayor ruling. I believe this is really important that we have groups like yourselves who come out here in protecting the people from these kind of things, because I know your government and this comes out here and they'll tell you this is how it should be, but at the end of the day, I don't feel that like, to me that sounds like dictatorship, right? When someone just at a high power comes to you and tells you this is what you got to do, this is how you got to do it. It's good to know that we have like a group like you guys starting up that's trying to change that and make voices heard, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
It seems like we've got someone from an orange faction here. I'm not sure if they belong to the fire brigades or not, but they are saying that they are willing to support you. And also a member named Jackson, a guy named Jackson also supports your ideas. So look at that, already you've got some support from a faction themselves and an individual member. So that's really good to hear that you've started to hear something.
Well, the more people that support us, the more stronger we get. So I thank both of them for supporting me and my group. Oh, our group.
Right, perfect. That's good. I'm really glad that I was able to come out here and have an interview with you and make everybody more aware of like the things you guys stand for and give light to what you guys are standing for. Is there a place where somebody can come to talk with you here in Livonia to sign up for the group?
I'm usually around grabbing, just walking around, meeting people. So if you want to talk, just go around grabbing, see if I'm there.
You heard it here first, guys. He'll be in grabbing most of the time, and if not, you can try to get your walkie-talkies on and probably get him on the walkie there. What would be a good station to reach you if they're around?
I just use wait, let me get out. I use 87.8, just the normal one.
87.8. Alright guys, so 87.8, if you're ever around Graben or the surrounding area, try to reach out to him on the radio, and hopefully you guys can come in contact with him, because obviously, as you heard here, he's trying to start something that makes a fairness to all living people out here. And is there anything in your experience with this whole thing and living here in Livonia, is there anything that you can give advice to people? Yeah, is there any advice you can give anyone? With your experience, obviously.
I'd say you need to learn to trust and not trust at the same time. You need to learn to look people and analyze them and know how to tell if they're good or bad. Like, I can tell that you, Felix, you're a nice person. You've been nice to everyone. I don't think there's been a bad story I've heard about you. Everyone loves you, or not loves you as in that way.
No,
but
I get what you're saying.
Still, like, everyone likes you, and I want to be seen as that, and I want everyone to be seen as that. I don't. You need to know when to see that and when not to see that, and just learn to trust and learn to when not to trust people.
Yeah, I think there's like a good fine line when you meet someone that you can kind of get a sense of like how they behave around you, even if it's like 2-3 minutes of interaction with that person. In I don't know everybody's experience, but like me personally, I'm a very people person, and I've talked to a lot of people. So like me, I can pretty much judge off the start if I see somebody I meet and what kind of person they might be. I'm not going to say they are, but what they might be in my perspective of things. But that being said, I really, I really think from what you've said here about, trusting, not trusting, I think that's really important that you actually go out there, and if you see someone, to say hi. Because I remember an interview I did with a cannibal, one of my first stories actually officially I've written, and my heart was jumping, my heart was racing. It's a cannibal. You don't want to be beside a cannibal, especially the stories I heard in not Graben, sorry, but Gleninska here, and there was like 2 or 3 cannibals that were running around, and one I heard was very vicious, didn't really give you a chance, I'd say. He was kind of like just taking you and obviously doing what they do. But there was one cannibal in particular I talked to in I was a little hesitant to go and do the interview, and it was a little, so it's a cannibal, right? And I did have a bushwookie actually with me during my adventures in Gleninska when I was doing a little bit of a investigation there in regards to the cannibals. And unfortunately, the bushwookie had to leave, but one of them did stay behind. But even if he wasn't there, I still had a feeling like the one guy here I was talking with. That the cannibal guy, he just kind of gave me a vibe like he was friendly, and he was not looking to eat me. Uh, now, the bushwookie was there with me at the end of the day in the whole interview, so even that was a factor in itself that the guy didn't probably was not going to eat me. But like I said, if he was not there, I'm pretty sure I would have been still fine because as I was talking to the guy, he told me a lot about his history and how he became a cannibal, like what made him, go into that and all this. And just talking to him, the first few things I had a conversation with him and spoke about, I already got the vibe. Like this person was not someone that was trying to eat me. So this my point pretty much is even if it's a cannibal, even if it's a pirate or whatever. Somebody like Frank Castle, even like you had experience with him, and then look at what happened later. He helped you out in a time of need. So it's really important. I would have to stress out that you guys out there listening to definitely take the opportunity and say hi to anyone you do see. And of course, be cautious. Don't. I'm not just saying that. Hey, listen, come in my car and let's take a ride. Nothing like that. But be cautious. But say hi, be friendly, because I think being friendly in interacting with the people in a good way is going to benefit you more and maybe even save your life from being eaten or whatever from whoever's around you. But of course, it's a coin toss, right? Like it's not guaranteed you being nice to someone's going to, save your life, or you're not going to get robbed or something like that. But at the end of the day, if you're comfortable with yourself and you're comfortable with what you're doing and how you've approached the person and what you've done is right, that's all I think that matters. And if you die, it kind of sucks, but maybe you died in a right way, like in an honourable way, in a way to say. So yeah, I agree. I think we should all trust.
I died fighting.
I don't joke around. I still see you right in front of me. You didn't die. What are you talking about?
You don't know. I could be a ghost. Ooh, that's fun.
I actually become scary right about now in this very pitch black night. Beautiful stars, however. Alright, well, I think this will conclude our interview. I really do appreciate you coming out here and meeting me and giving everybody that's listening now and watching even a little bit of an idea of what you guys stand for and what you guys are about. So I really do appreciate that. I'll leave off with one last thing. If you'd like to say anything as a closing note, you can do that now.
As a closing note, I'd say if you want to join Pravda, hit me up, slide into the DMs. It's just, I need members. We need members. And just remember, Pravda, stand for all, fear nobody.
Perfect. And by that DM, I think he means that government official device that was handed to us by the mayor to communicate and to trade with credits between each other in the community.
Yeah.
So that's what he's talking about, guys. If you guys don't have one, go see the mayor. He'll give you a device. You're able to do some nice trading. It looks like the government had stored military technology and they brought it to the people as the communities were being built. And you only can get one from the mayor himself. And when you do, you'll be able to contact this gentleman for more inquiries and anything else when it comes to possibly trading and that for credits. So thank you again. I really appreciate this. This is the Toilet Paper signing off. Felix, a journalist, interviewing the tourists. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have yourselves a good one. All right. That concludes our interview.
Good.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. That was really fun. hopefully in about maybe in a few weeks or maybe a month or from now or so, and if things are prospering, I'd love to come back and have another conversation with you and see how things are going from there.
Right, you too. I hope. Aren't you in a faction?
Yeah, we are called the Media Group, and like I was saying earlier to you, we do rock the dark blue press vests. I'm thinking about having also wearing raincoat like orange, red, black, whatever, green, anything they kind of look at, one to pick, and then we'll have raincoats and press vests. But that's all to be discussed. Generally, just the blue press vest right now is our trademark.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'd say good luck
yeah, you as well, mate.
to you and your members.
Oh, thank you.
I hope it stays up for a long time. Maybe it might go down. Maybe it might not.
Yeah,
There's a start and an end to everything.
that's right. It's just time, right? Time will tell when all this will unfold itself and see how things go.
Yeah.
All right. Did you need
Anyway,
a ride by any chance?
it was
Anywhere?
nice. No, it's fine. I was gonna
Okay.
just wander around Brenner for a bit.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I may be on my way then. I'll leave it to it. You travel safe, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Okay,
Thanks
then. Talk to you
for
later.
the interview.
No problem.
See ya.
Take care now. Alright guys, that was really fun. I know I kind of, I thought they were like the fire brigade for some reason. I don't know what and how I confused that, but, sorry Brenna, for the boxing arena thing up there. I'm sure that will go away. Somebody will come and dig that out. Apologize for that. Oh God. I wish I had seen that. Right. Oh, what a nice start to me coming out of here. I crashed into a freaking hole right there. Which leaves me to have to remove my radiator. Good thing I've got two of them in here. Because obviously I'll just keep bumping into him. Them walls and stuff. So it's such a good thing that I've got spare. Oh man. That's what happens when you drive at night time too. You get yourself into not accidents. Hopefully you guys heard everything on that interview. I've had some recent audio troubles and what did I just pick up? A small stone. But yeah, hopefully guys all heard the interview there. So it looks like I'm gonna head back over to Luco. This is the yellow Saka here. It is yellow Saka. I won't even know where it's going. I guess I'm in here. Oh, my tyre got ruined, did it? That's not good. Definitely, look at it. Perfect. Perfect timing on that. Oh, it's not timing though. Oh man, that's some strongness. Okay, so let's start getting a little bit higher. Thank goodness it's got a tire here. Alright, and then it's damaged. Hopefully my gas tank's not ruined. Okay, another tire wound there. Darn, I've got myself into an accident today. But hopefully, like I said, it'll be alright. I'll pay attention to my gas and hopefully this tank goes alright. Some light. But yeah guys, I wanted to announce that, like, I don't know what happened, but apparently my yellow armband group, we are still in existence, and somehow the government decided to push me out of the yellow armbands, and then I had to create a new image for the media group with the dark blue press vest, but I really found it kind of odd that I was not notified or told anything about my yellow armbands being taken from us, and I think a lot of people do not know, but the Banana Bunch has bullied their ways to getting that yellow armband. And I remember when it first came up, when I started to officially make myself the yellow armbands, that this group had started to get hostile with me and speak very ill of my name. And then all of a sudden, they've been writing there that they have the alarm bands themselves and all that, and they don't care about the rules and what have you. So I'm really surprised in the conversations I've had with them and with the government that they would automatically take my armbands away and not have anything to say to me in regards to that going on. I thought they was really fishy, and talking to this gentleman here about the resistance, these are like things that I think need to be dealt with. I don't think it's very nice that you get bullied outside of an armband that you claim was yours, or in general bullying anyone for anything. Yeah, really bad way of going about things, in my opinion. I don't know what's going on there. I'd love to talk to the government though and figure out why it is that I've been discriminated against and biased decisions to me and the group that I was trying to create. I would really love to know what's going on with that and why I had that happen. Because that is not right, and no one should do that to you. I did cycle wheel. Pause here. Pause here. I believe this is a red Saka. Here's my oh, looks like that wall is still there. Hopefully they find out how to fix that. Now I went to Luca earlier, but unfortunately there was nobody there. Just quickly check on the storage here, like we got another radiator here. No, don't look like it. Nails, black, red, kind of red. Right. Okay, one moment, guys. Okay, actually, I'm not going to look here now because I just remembered that there. Should go to Caribbean again. Yeah, probably end up going to Caribbean. I'm gonna pull over actually just look at my stuff here real quick. Give me a moment. Alright, big. Some correspondences here. Let me turn off the light. possibly another infinity. I'm just trying to see right now what's going on. My walkie-talkie's picked up something here. Okay, still waiting to reply from the Minion. There. So, we look like actually gonna go to Brooklyn and put some correspondence up there, or some business. So, we'll be in touch there in a moment. Check on this car here, better put it right there. Light up some stuff here. Guys, so it's the only thing there. Verify. I'm just going to figure it right now, like if I'm going to be going live with this certain information, because I want to bring anyone on the camera that they don't want to be on camera for. So we'll at least try to see if we can get some audio on my transceiver there for us. Just have to make sure my correspondents have to know that they have the input that there's no legal right to remain in privacy, or if they want, they can remain also showing their time on this recording. Or if they don't want to hold the line Okay, just gonna wait here. Okay, just gonna wait for him then. Okay, just go ahead and. Alright, it's been funny, they like talking to me there and I like said the same thing. What do all the concealed the cartel? They're considered orange Homebounds. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so I'm going to do live feed here. Probably fill up my tank actually while I wait. Okay, perfect. Okay, you can just fill that up. Oh, so like something from the old John Ben's name, didn't catch his name, but definitely looking to talk about some stuff. We have to get to the water pump there soon and fill up that other jerry can there for water. Alright, perfect. Corner there it does. And you suck. That's nice. Tires are pristine. This one is like, yeah, pristine. Good. Everything's good then, this option. And also a flip kit there. No putty. Yeah, no putty to fix up my car here. Hi there.
Hello? Oh, you can hear me right, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, good. Glad we had that. Oh, yes, okay. Rape guy I'm talking to. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
So you don't mind being on live feed?
No, I do not mind. I mean, 'cause I feel like everyone needs to hear this, you know?
Okay, perfect. Did you want to stay here and talk, or did you just anywhere particular?
Don't mind. You wouldn't happen to have any tet on you, would you? Because I'm suffering from a cold.
No, I don't. But the hospital's like right there too, actually. Would you like to stop by there first?
Well, let's go down to the hospital, alright? I'll leave our cards here, I'll take the spot, look out mine.
Okay. No problem then.
Alright, we'll talk in the hospital, I guess, then.
Okay. Got a few things in the car here. I'm just going to bring it up there.
Yeah, I might just send then, actually.
Yeah, I would if I didn't have anything in here, but I do have a little building supplies and I'm trying to find a nice little place to set up shop. No, what did miss?
Ah, fair.
Hopefully find some tetra here. Looks like somebody came here not too long ago. Somebody was here earlier. Shit, I really wish I had some tetra for the guy. I didn't know he had a sickness of some sort, so kind of unfortunate. No tetra in here, mate.
What? No, do you
Somebody
have
just,
anything? I just don't. Yeah.
I don't. There's nothing in there but blood test kit. That's it. Not even anything really. Let me double check if I have multis. No. Yeah, no, I don't. Even of multis. I've only got there's neighbours here. Some stuff.
No worries. Don't worry then.
Normally there's some houses that are like surrounded with medical supplies, and I don't know if this house back here would have it, but alright.
That's right, I'll find some in a minute.
So, what's up then?
Well, I mean, me and my crew casually walking through Topland the other day in the square, and shadow wolves are there. I mean, we kind of wasn't out of the blue, but kind of like just there, and then just kind of messing around for a bit, and the mayor showed up, and then they make a deal with the mayor. We walked off because, well, someone else got infected, which is the same thing I've got now, and basically we came back about 10-20 minutes later, and we heard the mayor of Grabbin talking with some shadow wolves up in the tower about an army.
Oh. Do you know anything else about this? And maybe who they're talking to?
I'm not sure who, but I know they were talking to the shadow wolves because they were using the blue armbands, and they were offering, well, let's just say, guns for free that shouldn't be offered for free.
Was it like to someone that you've seen they were talking to, or who they offered it to that might not have been a trusted person? Or?
Oh no, they were talking to the mayor himself, so there was two of them offering asphalts, golden deagles, etc. to the mayor of Grabbin.
Oh, to the mayor of Grabbin, so to the dude. And they were here in Topland talking?
Yeah, to the dude. Not Topland, Grabbin.
Oh, in Grabbin they were talking. Oh, in the tower, the office there. Okay.
Yep.
Do you think there's a reason why he might need an army?
I'm not sure, which is why I'm concerned and thought I'd come to you.
Okay, it is kind of interesting to hear. I generally don't have any kind of like, I don't feel like I have a bad intent, or I should say, how am I going to word this? I don't feel that the mayor, the dude, has bad intentions in regards to hiring an army of some sort. Um, I'm, if anything, it's probably for a good thing that they would have additional reinforcements for things, because I don't know if you know, but there's like a transmission that came in from one of the bushwookies saying something about a code 13 or something like this. I don't know if it has any relevance to the mayor and the army that he was talking about. Um, but I don't feel like this army and experience with the Shadow Wolves as well and stuff. I don't think that there is any ill intent behind the conversation that they had about this, and that's just me personally and like experience with knowing the people part of the Shadow Wolves and the May himself and that. I'm not sure if you've been in Livonia here for quite a time now or not, but have you heard or have you had personal interaction with anyone in the groups, the Mayor or the Shadow Wolves, that have led you to believe maybe there might be some ill intent behind that?
I've spoken to the mayor a few times, and well, we never really interact with the Shadow Wolves, but the first interaction when I was talking, they were kind of adamant of getting us out of the community square when they were talking.
Getting you
So it was
guys
kind
out.
of, yeah, like removing everyone from the community square so they could talk there.
Okay, so like just trying to have their private conversation and that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. I'm really curious if it has to do with that the transmission that came in the other day with the bushwookies. If there's anything like that that's that they're looking to, or I don't know if you've heard if there's any other people out there that are big enough groups that are trying to cause issues with anyone. I haven't heard anything like that either. So maybe have you heard anything like this?
Well, all I know is, well, the other group that I'm well, nearby is Double Tap, and they're down the road a bit. I mean, they're building up defense around their base, so I have no clue what's going on. We've, well, seen they're doing that, heard them well, then hearing about grabbing, we've now decided, well, we might as well start fortifying as well.
Okay. I use the leader of the fire brigade, the grabbing fire brigade.
Well, we're not the Fire Brigade, we're the Citrus Cartel.
The citrus cartel. Why am I always confusing it? I saw the
Nah,
label.
it's fine, don't worry, it's fine, don't worry.
Yeah, I saw an orange on there, and I figured it was you for some reason. Okay, the citrus cartels. Okay, so you're the leader of the citrus cartel.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I don't know if this makes sense right now or appropriately at this time. I actually would love to do an interview with you guys and just have the people be aware of like what you guys stand for, what you guys are about, things like this. Is that all right if we'd have an interview about you guys?
If we were to have an interview, it would have to be at the base. It would have to be under very, very secretive measures.
Okay. So then that would probably I would not be able to record with my cameras. Is that what you're saying?
You can record with your cameras, but you'd have to turn them off once you get to the base.
Or like before we get there, kind of thing, so nobody knows where you guys are.
Before you get there, and then you can turn them on when you're inside.
When you're inside. Okay, that sounds fair to me. Is there any other information in regards to this conversation though, with this army that that you might have suspicions about, or something you want to entail more details about it?
Well, the only thing I can say is, well, the army, it might be there in place for the new type of zombies, because if you can't tell, they're getting stronger and faster.
Oh, interesting. So you think maybe this will just be an army to protect people?
There is a possibility.
Okay, but you don't have anything like personally. You don't feel like this might be for the wrong reasons.
Well, as long as it doesn't move down south, we're fine with it. Because when it starts moving down south, I'm about to start get worried.
If this army they've created moves to the south, and why is that? Why would that be worrisome?
Well, to the fact that they may bring a new sort of gun law, if that, and well, down here we kind of need our guns, if you get what I'm saying.
Ah, yeah, of course. I mean, I know here in Tuplin it's got obviously been infested with Z steel, and there's no military that pushed them back. Um, so obviously, I'd hope you still have your guns to protect yourselves. But that's
Yeah.
probably what you're fearful of is they might enforce a law that you can't carry your weapons at all or something. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, that's what we're fearing. I mean, me and my group have been kind of worried about that side of things.
Okay. This is a little bit I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say it's completely off topic or not, but you guys called yourself the Citrus Cartel. The word cartel sometimes can be a little bit to others a little shaky in the boots when they hear a word like that. Is that something you're worried about?
It's not something to be worried about, just something to take into mind that, well, how do I put it?
It's okay if you don't
We
want to
do
make any
things our
comments
own way.
now about it.
Yeah, we
I'll
do our
st-
things the own way,
Okay.
and, well, kind of, we have our own laws we follow, if you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I've heard that a lot with a lot of people living outside of the community there that, they have to fend for themselves and I guess, like you seem to just have your laws that you abide by. Because I know the police, that and them, don't really travel too far around the whole borders of Lavania, so I don't imagine them enforcing people outside of the community to give up weapons or things like that. I have, travelled to Chinoris and I've seen factions kind of protect the land in the towns that they're in and things like that from other factions coming inside or just random civilians walking into the town. I know they usually end up putting up like a fee for people to come into the town. Sometimes they have like sign-up sheets. Sometimes they have like you have to talk to a mayor in the towns to make them aware that you're inside of the town borders. Yeah, there's a lot of different strict rules I've come across with other factions. Not strict, but like just more like understandable rules because of how many outsiders come from different parts of the area, and then they cause problems for that town the faction lives in. And I know that's why they have certain measures in place. So I would not be surprised if eventually here in Lavania, like more factions started to claim cities or towns around, and then enforce their rules of how they believe if somebody wants to travel into the town that they would have to, either pay a fee or do something or meet a criteria. There's things like, if it comes down to it being nighttime in the towns or the cities, that travelers will not be allowed to come into the towns at night and only travel during the day through the towns, if for free or not. Like, there's a whole bunch of different factions in Chinoris I've ran into, and even some parts in Lavania that I've come to, but a lot of them have passed off and moved away from Lavania. But if it's something yourselves are saying and how you guys are operating and stuff, just kind of like my recent interview here today with the group, I think those are things that make sense to hold your own and to hold the areas you guys are building around. Just so you know, well, if it's a good thing, if you're not bad people or whatever, then I think it's fair to say that you guys should be able to hold your own constructive rules in your place of living and based up.
Yeah.
But okay, you don't have any more of your members or here right now, do you? They out and about or something.
Yeah, most of them out. I've got Ozzy's, I think he's travelling somewhere. We've got ABC, he's somewhere else. And then we've got Panzer, I think he's asleep somewhere. Probably
Okay.
under a tank or something, knowing him.
Did you want to give your name?
I'm Mystic.
Mystic. Okay, Mystic. Didn't know if that was like just something you had on your government pad there that you've registered as, but okay, Mystic is like the official name here that we're going by. That's good. Okay, Mystic. I don't know if you'd like to arrange maybe an interview with more of your people, and including yourself, possibly today, or or another time in your liking, if it's up to you how you feel about
Yeah,
it.
well, we can try and contact Panzer. ABC, we think he's on his way back, so we should be able to arrange a meeting at base.
Okay. Did you want to try to do that today and meet up again, or like, is there another time that you'd prefer?
I can see if I can arrange things today, but I can always look into maybe another date if it's not available today.
Okay. Is there maybe if it were to be today, is there maybe a place I should stick around in case that was the situation, or would you just advise me to be on my way wherever I go and contact me from then?
Well, I mean, you're free to go wherever you want, really. I mean, we're still kind of a bit shaken from something that happened not too long ago, so I mean,
Would you
I've
like
got a
to?
lot of cleaning up to do back at base.
Okay. Would you like to touch up on what happened, or?
We had an outbreak of some sort, so we lost 2 members to the infection.
Oh shoot, that's rough.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that, mate.
oh, it's fine. They were, oh, fairly new. One of them got infected somehow and kind of, yeah, it went from there.
Oh wow. I don't know if you've heard, but there's a deadly. Well, I would assume it's probably the same strain as the Zeds here have been infected by, but I've heard there is people out there, scientists, who's been experimenting on people and injecting them with what he believes to be a cure to the virus. But the way he operates is he injects them with this virus first to, spread the disease in the body, and then he injects them with another supposedly antivirus to cure them of it. But there's kind of been some complications, and some of them have been infected, and they're still kind of acting human-like behaviour, but at the same time they tweak out a little bit. I'm not sure if you've ran into anyone of this kind, have you? Or spoken to anyone?
Are you referring to cannibals?
No, not cannibals, but they like it's very rare to see someone because the scientist guy has probably not injected many with this dose, but probably a little bit, like 2 or 3 people so far. So if you do see or hear anything about this, to just be very careful because I'm pretty sure this is not legal, and I don't know about you, but I probably wouldn't want to be injected with the virus and all that as experimentals.
Oh well, trust me. We always have someone watching.
Okay,
So
good.
yeah,
Yeah, you got to be careful
don't
out
worry.
here. There's a lot of different individuals, to say the least.
Yeah.
But hopefully you do find your tetra and you feel a little bit better. And thank you for that information about this army. I'll definitely have to look forward into it. Is there anyone you can suggest maybe I can speak with?
Maybe you could speak to the mayor of Grabbard himself. Maybe inquire about it. Maybe say you heard him over here. Or maybe you've overheard it, or maybe you heard, or maybe someone's told you overheard it.
Yeah,
You're just
of course.
inquiring about this
Okay, so I should probably talk to the
army
mayor
as
then.
it's.
Okay.
Yeah,
Try to figure out a little bit more about what's going on. It only makes sense to go to the source, which is the mayor.
yeah.
Interesting.
You never know. It may be completely misunderstanding.
Right, exactly. Like I was saying, like my intentions of them has always been in good standings, and I've never once heard anything negative about Shadow Wolves or the mayor himself. So yeah, I'd hope it's a misunderstanding, or at least something that can be clarified to make it understand what exactly is going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, perfect. Mystic, well thank you then for your time and the information you've handed me today. I'll try my best to clear up this and hopefully bring light to the story, and get in contact with me if you can
No worries.
in the near future here, and maybe even today, hopefully, because I'm going to be around for a while today, so hopefully we can definitely meet up today. Just ping me up and let me know. All right.
Will do. I will inform you next time me and my group are together.
All right. Right. Well, you stay safe and take care of yourself, okay? I don't want to see you in two pieces when I come back. Or you're all in one.
I'm sure that's likely.
No.
Alright,
All right.
have a good day.
Have a good one. Thank you for the information. Stay safe.
Good.
That was that is really interesting here. Just one thing after another, and yeah, that's something that I am very, very intrigued to find out a little bit more information. Whew, I almost hit that wall right there. They would have not been. Again, another good start to leaving. Place. I will eventually have to make a pit stop, maybe by the water or something. Probably just go up my guess there. I'm not a guess, but but yeah, this is interesting to find out that there's apparently an army that's being created or put together. And yeah, I don't know about you guys, but like, trying to follow his story and hearing about a scientist, a mad scientist from used to speak about trying to conduct experimental experiments on humans as test subjects that are willing to believe that this scientist has a cure for infection. Really would love to go speak with this scientist as well. I'd like to speak with anyone who's possibly been affected by a scientist, or possibly here, I don't know if that's the thing or not. It's a recent discovery of the scientist. I don't know if he lives anywhere particularly or whatever, but definitely would love to find out a lot more information in regards to this the story here about them. Good to know that the citrus cartel is not hostile, at least from my understanding so far. And yeah, I think the word cartel is a little, you know, could be a little, what do you say, the word I'm looking for, intimidating. But you know, he himself is not, they're not looking to harm no one, as the cartels of the citrus cartel family. They're just a bunch of citrus loving family growing fruit growers. So should be alright to don't believe they're causing any issues. Now to hopefully talk to the mayor of grabbing the dude and just figure out a little bit more information about what's going on here with this army. If you can even speak about it, then there's actually that would actually be more helpful if you can speak about it. I'm not sure though, like what's gonna, if there's anything gonna be said or not about it. Yeah, but I'd love to find out a little more about that one. I reckon it's for the good, probably. I would only imagine it's for the good of the people. I don't see it being bad at all. But that's hard to tell, right? You never know what kind of things are happening in the background, and that's like, I guess, why we're here to find out. Guy seemed really nice. First time meeting him, Mystic. Definitely seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. A lot of travelling back and forth, that's for sure. I'm just glad I picked up this Saka from the potential mayor of Luca. I haven't had much going on now with Luca. I actually should have talked to him a little bit further about that. nice to have some tunes playing. Hey, what's this? I got a thing here. It says Benjamin Parker Olsen. Hi, welcome to the stream, mate. Thanks for stopping by. We are here seeking some answers right now from hopefully the mayor himself of Grebin. We're literally just driving over there right now, and hopefully we can discuss further about what's going on here with this army that's being built up. I'm really curious actually to find that out. But in the meanwhile, guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying the session here with me and my travels on live camera. If there's anybody out there looking to be part of the media group as well, that they can contribute some way in the media group, being part of a podcast, being a news reporter, being announcements guy, events hosting, coordination, planning, anything related to events and media. Feel welcome to inquire. We will be rocking the dark blue press vests, which seem very suiting for my attire. I'm hoping they will all have transceivers, field transceivers. If not, we're going to have to go grab some. I do know of a spot where I might be able to grab you one or two. If not, hopefully we can get some donations from the people and yeah, we can do that. Oh, Smokey, welcome. Welcome to the live feed, Smokey. Actually, Smokey, if I can talk with you when I get to grab him, that would be awesome. Just trying to get some information right now about some stuff going on. Alright, let me go here. No, I can get the hood here. Rear door socket. Don't need. Goodbye, Mr. Military Man. A little bit of shooting going on just up ahead here. Hopefully it's everyone alright. Alright, just pissed Brenner and heading up to Port Grady. Maybe we can find a nice yellow hood there, or truck hood. I keep thinking like I'm hearing something running behind me. I'm kind of going crazy at this. Decide to switch up the gears. Get to there, babe. Okay, great. I believe that we can arrange a little bit of an interview there with Smokey, I believe one of the council members of Grebin. I'm actually looking to speak with more of the council members of Grebin actually from the mayor's office, so that I can get, and you guys can also get a perspective of who's running the show, and not really running the show, but like who's being part of communications in regards to regards to, maybe soon I find the yellow sack and replace that with. I don't know how much more this sack can take in terms of damage before this shuts down on me altogether. Alright, we'll just pass it in and call him Brady. Hey there, how's it going? What are you up to there? You need a ride, mate? I'm heading to Grebin. You got a name? Got a name there, mate? You're not a mute, are you? Okay. If you need a ride to Grebin, you're more than welcome to get in the back seat. Everything alright, mate? You need some food, a drink? Hi, do you need anything? No? Okay. Yeah, you can put your gun away. I'm not hostile. My name is Felix the Journalist. I'm a journalist. I'm just here telling stories and that. So, nothing to worry about here, mate. But yeah, so you don't need a ride to Grebin then? Yeah, I understand. You cannot speak. But I'm sure you can hear me, right? Okay, so do you need a ride to Grebin? No? Okay. Well, you be safe then, and hopefully you can find some medication, because unfortunately I do not have some on me right now. But yeah, you be safe, okay? Nice meeting you, sir. Or ma'am. Be safe now. Fella there. I know who that was. Didn't really have a name for him. Can't really understand what's going on with that person. They look like they're very heavily armed. Look like a female to me, and yeah, they were not as hostile, I guess. They didn't shoot me even though they had a gun out. Maybe they were just trying to worry about like a potential zombie or something running up to us. But prime example of what I was talking about earlier about, you know, saying hi to someone. Their person was not dancing, as we like to call it, the bandit dance, when they start circling left and right kind of thing. Those people, I don't trust those people too much, but their one was pretty friendly. They didn't look like they were looking to do anything to me, personally. They looked like they probably even came from that Colin Brody army base just up ahead. Couldn't really tell though anyway, but they seemed to be alright. Hopefully anyway. It'd be great to find out more about the people there. That was kind of a very random encounter with that person. But I'm missing Greb in here. I'd love to speak to Mayor a little bit more about the progress that he's had here in Grebin, and as well any other potential future things that they're looking to get involved with in the community. I'm going to park my car there in my garage, and then we'll head over to the Union Square and try to figure out yeah, I guess I should go in those first, so that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to quickly change to my my other screen so that you guys can see my combination lock, and then I will pop it right back up to the actual screen. Hey, right. Okay, we're back on the road, and on the road, but we're back in the back here on the stream. So yeah, let's go walk around real quick there and look for if we can find Smokey. I've got him hitting signboards apparently. Yeah, or if we can find anyone really. But generally trying to look at, find and talk with Smokey and the mayor. Hello, anybody home? Holy, them trees are like really wobbly. Look at that one tree right here. The tree's like bending up or something. Holy, what wind that is. A lot of pressure. Oh, look, employers. Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, Smokey.
Oh,
That's you there?
Felix. It is. Hey, man.
Nice. How you doing?
Oh, fine, fine. I've just returned to Dave.
Okay. I see you got a white armband on today.
Yeah. It's for when I'm in town.
Okay. You're part of one of the council members, is that correct?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay,
I have
great.
been assigned this privilege, if you would like that.
Hey, that's awesome. Is that another person down there at the square area? Is that just me?
No, it looks like somebody's down there.
Oh, yeah. Let's go check that out
Yeah.
there. Oh, yeah, I see them. Red pants. Actually, there's two of them.
Oh yeah, two here.
You don't know if the mayor's in town, do you?
I think he is at a meeting somewhere.
Okay.
That came to my attention.
Okay, got you. You know what time he might be around?
It's hard to say. Sometimes it doesn't take long, and sometimes it takes the rest of the day.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
So it is a bit hard to say.
Okay, good to know.
Ask me, I guess.
Hello, here's Guy.
Oh, hello, you two.
Hi. Felix here.
Hello.
Hello, you guys.
Oh, you look like
Everything's good?
a nice medic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
Mr.
haven't
Medic.
seen a guy here like a forever, a medic. It's been for a while now,
Have you
hasn't
not?
it?
Ah.
Oh, nice. Hello there, sir, back there. Ma'am.
Hello.
So,
It's a
who
scary
you
shotgun you got there.
guys live here?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I'm just stopping down here to trade.
Oh, to trade. Are you a trader then?
Yep. I'm here to sell some stuff, trade some stuff.
You guys got names? Oh no, I'm alright, sir. Please
Oh,
don't feed me anything.
could you
Thank
please
you, though.
remove the mask because it's difficult to hear you.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Thank
just
you.
trying to keep safe. You
Yeah.
never know with this infected disease out here.
Oh,
I'm just
There's
here
a
to, you know,
real bad
trade,
disease
sell some
going on right now.
Yeah.
There's a real bad disease happening right now. I mean, there's a massive outbreak down south. There's like, I think it's some sort of flu strand, but it's getting worse.
okay.
I don't know if it's airborne, but the medic might know about that.
I believe it is airborne.
Oh,
I have a few
it
friends
is?
down there, and I think one of them caught it, and it's infected the entire group.
Oh no.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Here, mate.
stuff. Are you the?
I think it's
guy
lethal
that
actually.
everyone's
If you
talking
catch
about?
it, you need to pop
I'm
some
sorry?
tet as fast as you can, really.
Are you
Yeah.
the interview guy?
Oh yes,
Everyone's
I'm a
talking about?
journalist.
Hello.
Felix, the journalist. Pleasure.
Oh, nice to meet you, Felix. I'm Logan.
Right, good to meet you too, Logan.
Well, I'm gonna go back into my duties, so I'll catch you all later, alright?
Alright, and I didn't catch your name there.
Yeah.
Smokey.
My name's Pablo. Pablo the
Pablo.
medic.
Okay, Pablo the medic. Nice to officially meet you. Be safe now.
You can hear me, right? Yeah, I can, Jackson.
Okay.
And
How are you?
what about you two? Who are you guys?
Not too bad.
Yep.
I'm Jackson McGillis. I don't
I'm
believe
just,
we've
you know,
met
here to
once.
trade. Are you guys interested in a AK-74 or a Blaze by any chance?
No, I have both. I'm
okay.
quite good on
Just
that.
wanted to make you guys
I'm very
totally
sorry.
aware that I'm just right now live recording on my camera, and if you guys do not want to
I
be
do
on
know.
film, then I will definitely turn that off.
Oh no, that is completely fine with me.
Yeah.
Hello.
I have no problems.
Okay. And Mr. Trader,
yeah, I
did
don't
you
mind.
have a name? Maybe you wanted to advertise your business real quick while we're here live?
My name's Logan, and I trade a lot of different things, going from food to guns. You usually find me here in the town square.
Okay, perfect. Would you like to advertise anything, sir?
Oh no, I do believe you know of me. we've talked a few times now. I
Definitely.
struggle to remember your name. If that
Yeah, I'm the same way right
Does that
now.
remind you?
You do sound very familiar, and I know I've talked to you before. I'm Felix.
Which I finally remembered your name. Yes, Felix.
It's alright. And I didn't catch yours there. I forgot yours as well there.
Jackson.
Jackson.
Jackson Michaelis.
That's right. Okay. Sorry, I just, talk to so many people. I'm just trying to keep it all there in the head.
Yeah, that makes a
From
lot
a
of
Gallus
sense.
resident.
The Michaelis resident. You've seen it when it was merely just logs on the floor.
Hey, where would that be?
Up north of Grabbin.
Yes, that's right. I remember that time I walked down there to that cabin place with you, and we met some other folks in Osaka that time. Yes, now I remember then.
Yes, that's Ryan and stuff.
Right, okay, great. So how's that coming along?
It's fully developed now. It was
Perfect.
merely just the start of a picture.
Don't worry, I'm
Now
not
fully
gonna use
developed.
this. I just don't have space for it right now, so I gotta hold
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
things got settled down.
do you have the chance to empty it for bullets when you run around with it like that?
So what are you doing
Yeah, there's
now?
no bullets in it. Don't worry, it's empty.
Oh, super.
Well, I'm kind of waiting for one person.
Because we have that
trying
non-gun
to wait for
policy.
him to get
But
to
if
grab
you
and
you
wait
can
for him
put
to
it.
wake up.
Let's go over here to the weld.
Oh, okay, nice. Just doing some business.
Two things.
I had to ask though, have you heard anything about an army that's been built by the mayor?
Come this way.
Hey, this should be interesting. Seems like he's got a bit of information here.
This is fine. Well, I do understand that the mayor wants to set some certain more restricted rules. That is why I kind of saw it coming, to be fair. That's why I'm not living within Grabbin, as I feel like restricting already. I do believe he wants no guns on backs. He wants it thrown in a backpack. He doesn't want visible guns at all within this area.
Yeah, that might be posing a problem a little bit. Interesting.
Yeah, I do believe it might be quite the problem for you. I don't think you can fit so much of that big gun in at least in pants.
Yeah, no, definitely cannot. I might have to drop it off in a car, my car there or something until if I need it when I go hunting and that, for Zeds. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out. That's kind of interesting. And is there anything else that you've you heard about this?
Well, I don't know. I do believe he's turning more dictatorship. I think his powers are getting a hold of him.
Oh no.
I know, that's just my personal point of view. It might not be, but
Right.
what I see in him kind of turning out a little bit like that. I do hope some sort of change happens, maybe changes his point of view on things.
Right.
I do believe once he did want to actually build a whole perimeter, a whole wall around Grabbin.
Oh wow, that'd be quite the job. I know that he's not talking by himself, making decisions. So at least we can know that it's probably a group decision with the council members to make the decision about whatever his plans are as the mayor. So I wouldn't strongly lead.
I do hope so.
Yeah, I know so that he has councils and they talk amongst each other about all the plans going on here in Grabbin. So I know that he's not just like you suggested, like he could potentially be leading towards dictatorship. And I think there's about 6 people or so in the council that are discussing such topics about what they feel would be makes sense for Grabbin or whatever. I don't know. I think there's about 6 people or so in the council that are discussing such topics about what they feel would be makes sense for Grabbin or whatever. I don't know. I think there's about 6 people or so in the council that are discussing such topics about what they feel would be makes sense for Grabbin or whatever. I but I would be kind of more interested to figure out a little bit more about this army and some of the new rules going on. I was hoping actually to talk to a couple of the council members and kind of go from there and figure out more. But I hope it's definitely not going to be. It won't be a bad thing if they are implementing new rules, and hopefully it doesn't feel like a dictatorship.
I
But
do hope so.
I'm sure the people will
I
speak.
live quite nearby. I would. I surely hope the people will speak up and
Well, yeah, because like
make sure it doesn't turn out like that.
exactly, and I've talked to a fella here just before I got into grabbing, and that he was kind of going on with the same idea. Like, if the people are not into what's going on in terms of the law and how it's being enforced, and even just I guess things that might be very impactful for a lot of people, including living in a town like a community like this one, and then having rules set. This group is planning to speak for the people, and hopefully the people will speak, because honestly you don't want just a group of 6 or 7 people discussing something and then applying it to the place. Despite the council members might have, the credibility and the how would you say, like the people's agreement on their decisions. So I don't know, like hopefully, if there is anything going on that they shouldn't be, that nobody, like a majority doesn't agree on, hopefully that the people speak up, because that'd be a shame if it was just left for the councils to come up with it all together themselves and then just make that rule, whatever the rules would be. So definitely voice your
hope so.
opinion. But you've been alright since these weeks.
Ah, yes.
No troubles.
I clearly had quite a glow up. New clothing.
Yeah, I've noticed it actually. Yeah, you definitely look a little bit more handy there now. Nice.
Professional.
Yeah, professional. That's the good word to use.
Of course. There's one other story I might be able to give.
Oh yeah.
It's not really to do with the mayor, it's to do with sounds. Near the town hall, or whatever, the main place over there,
Okay.
there's been signs and whatnot. I've experienced myself of whistling. So you might just hear someone whistling, and you never find them. I had to look around every time.
Is it nighttime or is it like during the day?
It's any time, really.
Oh.
It's very random. One guy thought he was going insane when he heard it. I kind of ran by and tried to hear and see. And I went to the medical place and started hearing the whistling as well. I had to look around town, didn't really find anyone.
That's interesting. Someone whistling. But there's not been any harm brought to anyone during these times.
I sure hope not, because due to past experiences and information that I have, I do hope it's not this one cannibal I met before. I met a cannibal that came into town before. I was in the same place actually, and I was there with a guy called Dude and Buggy and and of course Smokey. We were there, and guy runs up with a sickle in his hand. Asks everyone's name. He didn't ask my name. Smokey offered him a fish or whatnot. It was a bit random. He kind of ignored it. He picked up on a dune buggy and kind of picked on him. He dropped him a teddy bear. Dune buggy picked it up and he's shocked and drops the teddy bear, and the cannibal starts running off. I asked Dune buggy what's in the teddy bear, and he replies human meat.
Wow, that's weird. Did you hear this guy who's the cannibal laughing in the way, or did you see any symptoms? How did
Honestly,
you find out that
I couldn't
he was
really
cannibal?
tell. I mean, mere sight and I don't know. He had that feeling about him.
Okay.
He didn't, you know, the feeling of ill intentions.
Of course, yes. Do you remember what he was wearing?
I do believe it's dark clothing. I believe it was a hockey mask.
Any
One
flannel
of them.
shirts?
Don't remember too much about his clothing. Mainly, his voice was the main thing that stood out.
Of course,
How
alright.
creepy he really was sounding.
Has he come back
I mean,
to this area?
Not really. I didn't physically see him, but there was someone either on a PA system or on a megaphone within town when I unfortunately crashed up
Alright.
there. But it got fixed by some gentlemen, and they heard it as well. There must have been someone on a microphone, as I said, of the actual system there, and they were just talking about how I can't remember the actual words, but it was to do with us not knowing the truth and us being foolish or something like that, along the lines of there. It was quite a long quote he said. I don't remember it all.
Were you with someone while this happened?
Yes, I don't, I think maybe, it might have been a guy called John, or Jay Mitchell. I do believe he helped me with the car, and I think Ian was there. Unfortunately, I do think he has left Livonia.
Okay.
But yeah, it was, he played music through the thing. It was kind of a creepier music. It was kind of just talking over it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
Sounds
weird.
Yeah. My goodness. Okay. Well, that's good to know that there's well, not good to know there's a cannibal, or if that is one. But it's definitely good to know about it. Just going to have to talk to some more people, hopefully.
We hope.
Yeah. But
A lot
there
of things
wouldn't be,
happening, Gavin.
there wouldn't be anybody particularly right now that comes to mind that I could talk to, maybe to get further information about this.
Maybe try Jay Mitchell. Oh god.
Does he live here in Grebin?
Maybe the board. I'm not too sure. I know he comes by quite a few times. I bumped into him quite a few times.
Okay.
You could even try Smokey, as he did encounter the teddy bear part of it at least.
He was witness there. Alright. Good. Did the guy that received it, did he announce that was inside of it, or did they just let everybody kind of look inside?
Well, he took the stuff outside of the teddy bear, kind of just dropped it on the floor and was like disgusted by it. He actually pulled a gun and tried to chase after him.
Oh wow.
Here in Grabbin, he was definitely not very pleased with it.
I think they should implement a
He
no
ran-
cannibal rule inside of the town, not let any cannibals inside for the safety of the community.
Yeah, but it is probably the best thing.
Or else we're going to have
Cannibals roam
running
around the town.
Yeah, and that's not good for anyone. I don't know what kind of intentions that they have. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't even say every cannibal is a bad cannibal. Like, I've met one cannibal I interviewed and he was really friendly, and he didn't give me the feeling of wanting to be eaten, but still, like, at the end of the day, you know, can't really trust a cannibal, especially in a big community like this one where there's people walking around and You know, that just seems like it might be tempting for the cannibal to come around and, you know, push you over. Oh, you slipped, kind of thing.
Hmm.
Just get inside.
Probably
a little
at least
bit, yeah.
find the man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Definitely got to speak to Snokey though and have a little bit more understanding what's going on there.
Kind of spaghetti if you need it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'll definitely take Ken. Got some rags here. Probably head over to that community square actually and go see if they're still there, the guys. Take these
Most
rags
likely.
for burning.
Might as well follow you. I still waited for someone to wake up and make his way here.
Alright. Hey, Smokey.
That's what the smoke is.
Got still around here, Smokey?
Yeah, I'm in the tower.
Okay, oh yeah, I see you then. Oh, you got a fireplace.
I was
there,
trying to
yes.
set up a fireplace in here, but it I can't get a light on it.
Oh yeah, I don't believe we'll be able to do
Yeah.
it in here for some reason. Well, at least
I
we're
used
dry.
to do it, but yeah, exactly.
Pardon me while I quickly just
Yeah.
rinse my pants behind
We can put it out here maybe.
Oh, did that other fella leave, the trader?
No, I gave him a booth up behind in the end of the square.
Oh, okay.
We have those small trade booths up there.
Oh, that's right.
You can just
okay.
see him through the rain there, and
Oh,
we
nice.
yeah, exactly. We have them
Okay.
locked down, and then he gets a lock with a pre-installed code, and then he can use it freely. And when he's done, he give it back, and then I alternative it to Origin.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd be willing to talk in private or if you don't mind talking openly about some of the things going on currently in the city.
Yeah, I think I have no secrets, or if I have, then I won't answer.
Okay, yeah, no promise. Well, so yeah,
Yeah.
people just want to know a little bit up to date right now. What's kind of going on with the council and the talks they're having, and some of the ideas maybe for the future of Grabbin. Is there anything you can let us know?
There has been a little rumor going around with a fencing all around Grabbin, but it's not gonna happen. I think it would be a too big a work, maybe. And you know, you can't build across the road, so we're gonna have to have problems there
Right, yeah.
if we wanted to close everything in from the sets.
Okay, so yeah, probably just in theory right now kind of conversation.
Yeah, it has been on the idea board, but it has been taken down again.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would they would definitely take a long time to do it, and you'd need a lot of people involved.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got to kind
Yeah.
of question like, what's the purpose of it?
Oh, just to do the safety around Graben, so we will know who will enter and who will exit,
Okay.
just to keep everybody in place, you know.
Yes, of course, I've heard about this. I was actually talking to a guy
Not keep-
earlier.
Not keep people in place like a jail or something.
No, of
All free
course.
to come and go. Yeah.
No, of course, yeah. And, you know, you're not going to be the first guys to talk about that idea, and you definitely won't be the last. And it would provide
sure.
definitely a lot of comfort knowing who's here and who's not kind of idea. But what
yeah.
about the SP then? How is things going on with SP in town?
SP, that's the Special Forces, right?
No, that'd be SF. This one is State Patrol, the police.
State Patrol. Oh yeah, I have heard that we have that Austin guy, and he
Right.
might be taking that role upon him.
Oh,
Role he
he
has
should
that.
be. He should be a cop already. I mean,
He
I've
should
talked to him.
because he was fucking great at it.
Oh yeah. He was actually a cop when I had an interaction with him maybe a few weeks ago now, and from my understanding, yeah, he was the police and he was training another guy, and that guy was a little bit off the chain to say the least, and I don't believe he's part of the force anymore. But yeah, no, Austin should still be part of the police force. From my understanding, last, are they present at all in town often, or is that like something still that's kind of an issue?
I think it's still a kind of an issue because we didn't have put down a actual working scale for them or anything. So
Yeah.
it is a little prohibited that we only have them once in a while. So that's a little stress on the rest of us because then we have to uh, not act like policemen, but be out there so people know we are present.
Right, in enforcing the law as best as you guys can as council
Yeah,
members. Yeah.
exactly. We yeah, exactly. We just have to go around. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But mostly it's about building. Uh, where is my limit for my house? How big can I make it? Can I have 16 watchtowers on top of each other? And
Right.
no, you cannot do that because then it's gonna be higher than the tower, and we won't allow that.
I don't even think that's manageable by one person. Anyways, that'd be a long climb up.
It would, and especially with the no fencing around the stairs in a tower like that.
Mm-hmm. And what other kind of things that are going on right now in conversations with the council members and the mayor?
We didn't have the chance to get a probably meeting where everybody is present. So it is a little bit loosely about how things are gonna be, but there should be some patrols put down to roam the streets, so we could all be safe.
Has there been any trouble lately in town?
Not trouble. We had for like now you mentioned that trainee dude from Austin there. I don't know if it was one of those young uh, aspirants or whatever, but around there was a bit of a hassle there.
Okay.
But I overheard you talking before about strange and scary voices here in Graben.
Oh yeah, I've
I
been.
actually,
Yeah, what's that about? Have you heard or seen anything?
I have first-handed. It was actually around that night where Edom the trainer he was killed.
Ah, you got killed.
Yeah. Oh, he was badly wounded.
That's,
Badly wounded.
did he make it
Uh,
or?
he, luckily we had some medics on the town, so they could attend him very quickly. So we
So
got
he
him
made it.
patched up again.
Okay.
Yeah, we have some amazing medics in town, so that they are doing a great job. Yeah, I was over here by the tower that night, and I saw there was light in the old construction like we had outside. Hey, Logan.
Uh,
Everything all right?
And
Yeah, it's just a little cold outside.
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
trying
go
to
ahead.
put up a fire here. Yeah, but I saw that the construction light was on, and I was like, doesn't used to be, doesn't normally are that. So I was going over here, and I was standing out by the weld, and there was some sounds coming out, like music, scary sounds, and then there was a voice. saying over it, "Is there anybody out there?" And it continued for a little while, and oh, it was dark at the same time, so it was pretty scary. Then there came a guy running, not speaking at first, and then he wanted to. He told me he was seeking 3 person in Graben, and it would be the dude, Smokey, and Mr. Blonde. And I was like, I tried to act like, oh yeah, if I ever meet them, I will let them know that you're looking for them.
Yeah, right.
So I was just trying to wandering off like, oh yeah, see you, have a good night and stuff like
Right,
that.
right.
And he was like, yeah, see you around, Smokey.
Oh.
And I was, what, how, where, when, who? And I tried to get him to talk, but he wouldn't say anything. So he just said that he would be seeing me later.
Has he ever
And then
seen
I
you
had
later?
that exit. Yeah, but that was the incident with where Jackson was here also, where he came and he just he asked for our names, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'm Smokey here." Smokey. He just kept it really deep laughing.
Oh, wow.
And then there was that other guy chasing him. He got a teddy bear.
Oh, okay. So someone got a teddy bear. I was hearing something about this.
Yeah,
teddy
yeah.
bear. What's going on
He
there?
was asking. I don't know. I think it's just for intimidation. I think
No, what was in the teddy bear?
it was empty. Or was there? I actually don't remember. I think there was a piece of human flesh inside.
Oh, wow. And
And
was the mayor around when
but
you
that
saw that?
disappeared afterwards. No, unfortunately.
Did you
He
guys?
had a out city.
Okay. I was just going to say, did you guys take any action towards that, or did you mention anything about that to that guy? Or?
Not at all. Not at all. I thought it would be a one-time coincidence or something like that, but I ran away that night when I was lonely. I ran down to the fishing hut because I was mad scared. So I just the only way I can relax is going down there to catch a fish, and I caught one, and I sat there and thought for a while, and I was sitting with that fish in my hand, and I was like, hell no, damn not me. And I'm gonna confront this guy, but when I got up here, he was gone.
Did
But-
you get a description of what he
but-
might have looked like?
Black pants like yours, I guess cargo pants, and what color was his jacket? Greenish, or something like that, and that the yellow shrug on his head.
Yellow.
So it was, and probably a dark ski mask as well, because you couldn't see his face or anything.
Any chance you know what direction he came from when he was entering in the town, or what direction he may have left the town in?
When I came the first night, I was sitting by the well, and he came from over behind the garages over here.
So it
came
looked like
from over here.
Possibly came from Sitnik area, possibly.
Could be, because he came around this corner.
Okay, I wonder if it's related to the theft that was happening in break-ins within Grabin as well, the summer camp back there. Do you think maybe they're
Oh
calling?
yeah. Possibly could. I think the chances are there, because now we have no lights in here because we can't have it in our piece.
I'm
So
surprised they break into this.
No.
How did they break into this?
exactly, that's my thoughts also, man. How you gonna climb over that shit?
You know what happened here? my understanding is, obviously they cannot break into here. It's impossible to break in here from going upwards. The only thing I can come to a conclusion is, now I have to ask, is are there people living here that have the combination code?
But that's only the board. Actually, there is a little thing
By any
because
chance, do you have a spare
the-
like M4 or Pioneer 90?
the first time there was that break-in, or if you will, somebody had forgot to lock the gate.
Was that before
And,
or after
when-
this incident?
It was in the beginning.
Okay.
I think that was one of the first incident where people were accused wrongly because of a person's mishandle of the lock, if you would like to say so. But the person made it back, and then things had started to disappear, and he locked it off, and then the person might have picked up the lock to look at the code or something. I don't know.
Do you think, did you guys change
could
it
be.
back then? Or
No, I don't think so. So
I
it's
know.
also very stupid
Yeah.
from the board side. Yeah.
Has it been changed at all then, now, or no?
But now it's just empty.
That's empty, but the code's not been
I think
changed, right?
I think the code is only knowledgeable for like 7 people or so,
Right. So
6 or 7 people.
I want to say, from what you told me, there's a few things here. It could have been the same person that originally had that combo lock and dropped it, and then, well, not that person I should say, but there should be somebody else that was probably around and saw that lock code and now been using that code
Exactly.
to grab the stuff. Or it could have been an inside job from one of the members themselves and took an advantage of it and decided to, I don't know why they would do that as a board member, but yeah, they could have taken it themselves. But I don't really think that was the situation. It probably is the person who left the lock on the floor.
I really, wandering about and that shit is open. I'll get everything inside.
Yeah, that's and obviously the
But
mistake was not
it
changing the
worries
combo.
it worries me a little bit that you say it could be an inside job. I think we have to do a little investigating.
Well, who's the members currently in your,
On
in your
that.
team?
I don't know. I don't know if that's confidential info.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. No
Uh,
worries.
No, I think hasn't it been released on the news on our equipment we have?
Okay, like maybe the grabbing broadcast there.
It could be, or even in. I think it would be in grabbing news if it was.
Okay. Well, I guess the best thing to do is to definitely change the padlock combo, obviously, in the future if you do decide that you guys want to replace another generator or whatever in there. But
Exactly.
and I definitely will not give that combo to anyone but the members of the board. And that way you can at least
Exactly.
figure out, you know, if it was an inside job for next time, if it wouldn't happen again. Because honestly speaking, looking at this structure and the way it's built, I did not see anybody ever hopping over the fence because there legitimately is nothing high enough for someone to do that.
Not even a truck could do it.
And if you put a canopy tent down right here and you park a truck and then you get on top of the canopy tent, maybe. But then how do they get out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, unless they know
That's
the
the
code.
one.
So, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that gets solved. But the problem now is not so much anything about this anymore, but this person that you were talking about earlier about the teddy bear.
I think I'm gonna
and
stick with
stuff.
my M16 and then sell the AK.
Yeah.
It seems
Or maybe
That might be the best.
strange that nobody was
Very
able to
strange.
apprehend that person.
Yeah, we were in those 2 shelters here, and and he came out here, and we were in this area when we chased him. I reckon they chased
Okay.
him that way. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah, Jackson.
I'll be at my residence if you need me.
Yeah, Logan, are you finished up there?
Oh yeah. There's just one guy off the code, so you know, if you want to go take it, it's all good.
Yeah, super.
Alright guys, be safe. Nice seeing you.
Yeah. Yeah, but they were chasing him down at the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And then I lost bearings of where they went.
Any shots fired?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, well, at least that was good enough. Wasn't that hostile?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Now you want to stay in the shed
Exactly.
here or the office again, the mayor's office there, and
Yeah, let's go over there.
it apparently doesn't want to stop raining right now.
Oh. Yeah, what was the whole day about for getting from just north of Polana? I wrecked my car down there,
Oh,
doing
wow.
a little car hunt with Jackson, and
Okay. Any luck?
I lost concussion, and then I was when I woke up, we were just in the trees. The car was totally ruined.
Oh, wow. Sounds like me. I get these blackouts every so often when I'm driving anyways. When I'm walking, it's a little bit better, but driving, I get these blackouts. and I don't know, it seems to be a contagious
It's so
thing.
scary.
Yeah, it is. It's really scary, actually. I've actually... I didn't have a blackout, but, like, I was just finishing an interview earlier in Brenner, and as I was driving out, I managed to hit the front of my Saka and busted up my whole radiator, and I'm like, oh my god, how does this happen? Every interview place I leave, I managed to mess up my car. But good thing I had a spare.
It's just so typical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really. And it was kind of like
Yeah,
a little
took-
night time out, so I didn't even see what was in front of me properly. Should have put my night visions on.
But at least you had you were able to find a spare radiator.
Ah, yeah, well, I had two of them in my car, actually, because of that problem I had when I bought the Saka from Lewis, actually. I did an interview with him about his candidacy.
Oh.
He sold me the car, and I had gone to an
Oh, yeah.
accident. As soon as I left his place, I got into an accident, and I'm like, oh, wow, what are the odds? Like, give me a fresh radiator, too. You know, I messed it up. And I had to pay him like $10,000 just to get everything back, like the new radiator, the water, the service. But I didn't mind, you know. It is what it is. It happens.
Yeah, it does happens. It does happens.
Now I have.
Luckily,
one
you
nice
have
question.
a new one now.
Exactly, yeah. And like I said, I made sure I grabbed two radiators and placed them into that car because I'm just accident prone like that. But anyways, I'd actually want to go a little bit further here and ask about a rumour I've been hearing a lot about, and it's about an army. Have you heard anything about an army being formed?
An army? Are you referring to the zombie army?
I don't think it's a zombie one. From my understanding, it seems to be like actual people forming an army. But not too sure what it's for. And my understanding from my source is that the mayor himself has actually had a conversation with some fellas, and they were discussing a lot about an army. I'm not too sure if he's filled you guys in
Okay.
as the council or not, but I wanted to kind of touch
No,
upon
that's brand new news for me.
that. So no discussions
So,
then with the council members so far.
Not at all. Maybe it's just something that has been thrown up in the air and not been discussed at the board yet.
Does the mayor
But
normally
that's new knowledge.
Does the mayor normally frequently visit factions and talk with them?
I think here in the beginning he didn't have the time to go and visit all those people due to all the organization here in the town. There has been a little bit with the plots around here and stuff like that, and how people should build or where they are housed and stuff like that. People wants to move into garages and those double door sheds. But we can't have that.
Right,
It's for
community spots,
government business. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Community and then government spots. But the other thing, that's brand new news.
Yeah, it's brand new to me as well. I just kind of heard it today from a source, and I just want to follow up actually with some of the council members and even the mayor himself, and try to, I guess, get more elaboration on what it is they're talking about here. Hopefully, it's just the
Yeah.
army of the dead that they're talking about, and not so much the.
Hopefully,
living
hopefully, man. I think, but then it should be just the Livonia United Army. That I think where everybody, you and me and Jackson, everybody, the mayor is equal fighting against the sets.
Okay. I'm curious though, like
That sounds better in my ears instead of there's an actually army against other humans. Or
right, exactly. I like how you said it.
we are
United.
not too many left anyway.
That's right.
That fucking apocalypse took away the most of them, so we are lucky that we're just alive. So I can't understand why. Yeah, I can understand why people are being a little scared and not trusting each other because of what have happened everywhere. But that we are fighting each other. That blows my mind. I'm a human man. So and I respect all humans, so stupid or bright or black or white. It doesn't give a damn to me.
Yeah, I feel the same
so-
way
so-
about that, and I agree. Like, we should not
Yeah.
be fighting each other. There's Zeds out there that we need to kind of stick together. And fight.
Exactly,
100%.
exactly.
It's kind of like before
Yeah.
the world kind of went to shit. That it was not like that before, where the people were trying to fight zombies, whatever. But the people were actually fighting each other, and it seemed to be a very ongoing situation with the world. Like, they had no other competition, they had no other enemies out there in the world besides each other, and it's like the human race just wants to
Exactly.
fight each other
Yeah.
right now, and
Well-
it's a shame, really.
Yeah, why not stand together? But yeah, I don't know
Exactly.
the mentality of it.
Well, at the time, I know, in like before the apocalypse, I know the mentality was probably like all about money and control, right? And what places they wanted to dictate or not dictate, whatever. And that's generally what leads to people fighting each other, is because they get greedy and they want to control too much of the,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
place they are living, the resources. So yeah, but so you've not heard anything about the army, okay? And is there anyone right now that the mayor and the council people are working with currently in that has to do with the city?
You mean to the SP function?
No, like just like in general, like is there anyone else outside that you guys are getting like resources from that are helping you guys here in Grabbin?
Oh, no. Unfortunately, we are a city on our own. We have often like Logan here. I don't know if he lives in Graben yet or anything, but then it's mostly outsiders that comes to trade. We had a trader once, but he decided not to be a part of this anymore. So he left town.
Oh, that's too bad. What was his name?
I think it was Eden.
Oh, Eden himself. Oh, he doesn't live here in town now anymore.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think he has left town because it has been a while since I have heard from him.
Okay. Just kind of want to go on a little bit of a different note right now, but
Yeah.
what exactly made you want to be part of the council?
Actually, it was the dude. He asked me, "Would you like to help around?" he has seen me around in the city often, and he knows what I stand for because we used to know each other before the apocalypse, and yeah, you had the story in the, I think it was, should we say last year,
Right.
that with the two lost brothers that found each other.
That's right. Yes.
They were actually interviewing us while we were living in Luco.
Yeah, those were the times, weren't they?
Oh yeah, back in the days.
How things have evolved.
Oh, drastically. Yeah, so but he asked me if I would be a part of it because he had seen me around the town here. We used to live up where I live now. We live together up there, but now we had to separate because he had all his businesses to attend to. So
You guys still have
just
time
to keep
together?
things separated. Yeah, sometimes it's not as often anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, they'll do that to
Unfortunately.
you guys, considering being a mayor position.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it takes but maybe someday it will take a slowly step down, and then maybe he can have a vacation day where we can go fish again, or anything, go hunt, or just sitting in the sun talking like good old days.
Ah, yes, the good old days.
If the sun ever comes out again.
Oh, right, yeah, it's just
Seems to have
It's all day
been
of
going
rain.
on forever.
yeah, it's definitely been long.
Yeah.
So, being part of the council, is there any members that are part of the council that you've ever had a disagreement with when it came to any conversations?
No, because we are basically at the same vibe, if you can say so. We have the same thinking of how things are gonna be, and there has been put down some basic rule for us as well as for the rest of Graben.
Okay.
So we have some basic rules as well we have to follow. So if we have a disagreement, then we step aside and then we agree to disagree and take the most obvious solution where we can both agree, or maybe make a combi or something.
Oh, yeah. And the decisions
It
that are
doesn't
made.
it doesn't usually end up in a fight.
Oh, well, that's perfect to hear because, like, I know, you got to have the right people involved in a council, or else, yeah, it would just be.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I would
Well-
also agree you want to have somebody who also can look outside of the box and not be also the same thinking, because then you will never understand if there is, room for change or improvements.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But it's good that you guys
Also, we come
mostly
up with the ideas for the mayor, and he take them up, and do a review of those as well.
Okay.
But mostly it is sane ideas, so
Oh,
often they are very welcomed. Yeah.
Okay,
But
great.
again, they have to be rounded the whole board for voting.
Speaking about voting, when making a decision and voting for it, will it just be the people or like the council voting for that outcome, or will it be like a discussion with the people that live here, and will they have a voice to, make what they like about it?
They of course they are allowed to have an opinion. Of course they are. Every voice should be heard. But in the end, it is the board that votes for the suggestions.
Oh,
So
people.
we try to do it in the best interest of Graben and its people, of course.
Okay, and were you
So-
guys ever thinking
So
maybe?
if you were leaving here, I will take the decision on your behalf. But if you don't like it, you have a saying in it.
But like you said, it doesn't matter if I did not like it either, because then the group will come to a decision and finalize it that way.
It could be like that also, yeah. It could be forced over the heads, but in the best interest of the city.
Right. Do you guys maybe think of
We
maybe... Go
yeah.
ahead.
I was just about to think to say that we can't go down in the individual, in the single person living here. We have to think of the majority of the people, because if we had to simple it down to everyone's need, then
Oh yeah, you don't
And,
want to. Yeah, you don't want to cater
uh,
everybody's
it
needs.
would be
right.
mayhem.
I think if there's a
Yeah.
general consensus of an idea, then I think that's good enough. As long as the ideas are being presented and the people have a voice to, say how they feel about that idea, then great.
Exactly.
But I think would be even more helpful for your ideas and stuff is that maybe there should be like a voting poll on the ideas that you guys have. And then if you see majority of people are voting, say yes to this idea, and then obviously not so much to the no side of things, would you use those yes votes
Yeah.
to obviously implement that new rule or whatever? Or would that still not matter to you guys at the end of the day about all those votes? Would it just be more talk amongst each other?
That's actually a very good idea you came with there. I think I will present that with the board, and then we can vote about it.
Yeah, because I think
If
it
it
would,
should come or it shouldn't.
yeah, because it would give a lot of
Yeah.
people that opportunity, like in real life, well, not real life, but
Yeah.
more like in the economy we used to have, I should say, from the political system, where people were allowed to make a vote of certain bills that were being passed, and they would hold a forum for people to come to the town square and discuss that topic. And then there they would have a majority
Yeah.
vote in that room. They would say, well, how many of you guys agree and how many disagree? And also, if you do agree, what are the reasons why you agree with it? And maybe if you disagree, what are the reasons why you disagree with it? And then they would hold that voting poll.
Exactly.
And then the numbers of the voting poll would make an overall an idea of like how the people look at this idea that was presented. And then the board would then discuss it amongst themselves and then outweigh the pros and cons and then present that idea back to the people, and then eventually after that discussion then they would come up with the final solution to the voting. And I believe that's something you guys should do, because I was just hearing a source of mine talk about
Sounds actually quite as a very good idea.
yeah, and because I heard a source of mine talking about how they were saying there's a potential law that might be implemented where people are not allowed to hold any kind of weapons on the back. As part of the council, like, is that something you guys were talking about? And if so, how do you feel about it?
I would say that it possibly could be a thing, because maybe some people are a little intimidated by people running around with their guns out, and people has a tendency to just let it slip off their shoulders sometimes, and then freaks people out a little bit. So it would be nice to have a no gun on back policy as well, I think, because then it would make people feel a little bit safer.
I guess
Or
that's why you guys
or
have
else
a
you
law,
could
though.
should be able to no, it's not a law.
No, I'm saying the
but-
law about no gun
or it-
policy is what I was going to say. You don't have a gun policy in the town. Like,
Yeah.
you can't carry one on you. So you'd hope that was enough of a law there. Because then if you think about it, if you take people to not carry weapons on the back, like, not to say they shouldn't have a weapon anyways, because they should, be considering the zombies out there and stuff, and maybe they don't live in Grabin, so they wouldn't be having an opportunity to store that weapon inside of the clothing that they're wearing or whatever. So, like,
Yeah.
for me, I think that's kind of
That-
a little silly to have a rule like that, personally. But I understand
Then
what
you
you're
should
saying.
just be able to present a weapon that's empty of bullets as soon as you enter the signs of grabbing. Then
That
just
would be
empty your
good.
gun. You have nothing to fear in here.
Yeah, that would actually be
And then
interesting.
if asked and approached, you should be able to just throw your gun at the ground and have no bullets in it when inspected.
Okay, see?
That could be a thing also.
I like that.
Yeah, that would be more, and that's why also the walls would have been a great idea. Then it would have been easier to control the exits and enter.
Oh, for sure. And I almost feel like you guys should have some kind of group in here where they're controlling the amount of traffic that's coming in and out, and having a record of who does step inside of the town between that time they've entered and the time they've left. Because in terms of
Yeah.
crimes, at least we can have a list of people on that list saying, okay, well, there was 5 people here today. There was a crime that happened today around this time. I see they signed into the town at this time, and they left the town at this time.
Let's ask these 5 people. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
you
you
can
know,
even
like,
single it down.
even if it's one single person that's literally in the town. I think, in my like way of looking at it, in my experience as well, traveling around the world and stuff, is that that makes the most sense, is to have a record of who is in and out of town. Now, that only works if there's somebody in the town already making monitoring of that. If there's not anyone in the town, then you know, I can walk in here and nothing's going to happen because nobody knows I'm here. But I think that's something we should strongly work towards as something, you know, like carry the guns on your back, but make sure the bullets aren't in them loaded, because that would, like, again, it does give the peace of mind for the people to be like, okay, that guy's walking around, okay, that guy's walking around, okay, I don't have to worry about them pulling a gun out and shooting me. But then it leaves the question about the pistols and those handguns that they have in the pockets hidden. Are those to be emptied as well?
Yeah, if you have those tents outside, you mean?
Oh no, like in my pockets, I have a pistol in my pocket, or my carrier. Then try empty that.
That should be allowed. No. If you have had room for your gun in your backpack full of bullets, then that's all right also.
I know. What if the pistols, let's say the handguns, let's say if you come into the town, right, and let's say the whole idea with the whole guns on the back, bullets being offloaded, let's say the same rule kind of applies for the pistols, but the only difference is you'd have to, like, unless it's a 357, then you'd have to obviously offload all the bullets in that chamber. But let's say it was a clipped weapon, then you can literally just unload the clip from the guns and then have the guns unloaded that way, right? Would that make best sense?
Yeah.
That way, if they get checked, they can drop that pistol on the ground and they'll be like, oh, okay, the pistol has no clip inside of it.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're going to want to empty the one in the chamber as well, just to make sure there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
But that might help a little bit more.
It would be a hell of a work every time you should enter the city.
Yeah, but even though it might be a little bit challenging in a way, like thinking about it, like, oh, I got to empty all my bullets, but at the same time, it's going to give somebody the opportunity to say, hey, I can come here and I can know for sure, 100% certain, that no one's got a loaded weapon. Mm-hmm. And then I can have an interaction with someone without the fear of my life, them pulling a weapon out and shooting me in the head. Even though obviously that would be, you know, an offense in itself. But the idea is...
it is.
You got to prepare yourself coming into the community knowing that this is what's going to... you know, what would be a rule to be applied.
This is a safe zone, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it'd be that much of a trouble, because it's not like everyone's going to stay here anyways and for like a large amount of time. Maybe they just want to pass through, and then if it is somebody who just wants to pass through, then they won't be allowed to like go internally into the city, but only on the street that they need to go to get to the other side, such as heading into Sitnik. Then you can, all you have to do is just walk straight through. You don't have to unload your weapons. You just got to walk right through. Yeah,
exactly. And you can follow them all the way from the police station with your eyes nearly.
That's right, exactly. And as long as there's somebody...
And if they wears off...
Yeah, that I think that would make sense,
if they wears off, then you can go after them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would.
And you know, it does seem like a little bit of trouble unloading your weapons, but at the same time, you know that you entering into this town is going to give you that opportunity to do that, because you already know that's the rules. And you don't have to come inside. You can just go on and pass through. You know what I mean? If you really don't want to sit here. Because the place is meant for safety, right? It's meant to a controlled environment, somewhere where you
for the citizens,
Yeah, you can do what you like. So I don't think it's a big problem for someone to follow something just like that. It's going to make the place a lot better, I think.
I totally agree. I think you have some good idea, Felix.
Yeah, especially for the traders that come in here, and like, because you know the scenario that plays out a lot in people's heads when they hear that somebody's traveling as a traveler. they're like, oh, that guy's traveling with like an AK and this and that, and I can easily stop him and rob him. But when you come into a town like Graben and you have those rules being applied, that's where I feel those traders can feel safe coming into Graben and having whatever they have on them and be able to trade it without worrying about that guy trying to hold them up. So that does present a lot of room for opportunities for different people.
It does. Yeah, and sometimes you're going through Graben. It's not by coincidence you come by here. You have a purpose most of the time, either going through or coming to the actual city to do some trading or whatever. Then you should have a nearly empty backpack so you can carry away what you're either gonna buy, so you don't. People are carrying 2 guns on the back and 1 in the hand. Probably the backpack is totally full as well.
Yeah.
So that come here with an empty backpack, knowing that you're gonna go away with a full backpack.
That's right. Make some kind of
make
adjustments for
Good
sure.
sense. Yeah, exactly. Make good sense.
But hopefully, you guys can definitely get more like of the SP in here, and because if they were here, then at least that would give them a job to do where they would take like a checkpoint, and like I said, to get the people that enter into town, and then when they leave the town, kind of thing. And this gives them opportunity to do more work around the town besides just walking around kind of thing, and then having an idea of like, oh, okay, I've seen 1 person, I've seen 2 people.
Yeah.
But at least they'll have actual names.
Yeah.
And that would be very helpful, especially if
Yeah,
people like
exactly.
yourselves who are part of a council. That shouldn't be your job to come around and tell people that. It should definitely be like a police to do that kind of stuff, like an enforcer.
Yeah.
And if need be, I think, if the SP is not around long enough for these kind of things to happen, then we might need like a different, like a personal role for that job, like, specifically 1 guy doing checkpoint checks.
Grab and check. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Grab and check.
And I know that that would also alleviate that person from not worrying about being a police. Like, they're not like, oh, I have to chase this guy, I have to do this, I have to do that, like a police would. Instead, all they're doing is standing there, getting a checkpoint confirmation of the person's name, and then how long they plan to stay here for, and then where they're going to be, if they're going to be anywhere particularly doing business, let's say as the traders, or if they have if they're just wandering around, like just a drifter just coming into town looking for stuff. At least they'll have the names, like I said, and the idea of why they're here in town. Like, what's the reason? Like, you go to a border from a different country and they ask, what's the reason you're here for? Business or pleasure? And that would be the answer given to that person. So, yeah, I think you guys should probably implement something like that where there's not too much pressure on that person, and all they got to do is literally just, like I said, be a checkpoint. And that's it.
Yeah. I think we have come down with some very, very good ideas here.
Oh, yeah.
I think we have something to discuss in the board.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I think that.
Or else I will at least present them for the ideas. But I think in my ears it sounds very good.
I'm glad I can give you guys a little bit of some ideas there, because it'll probably be a really good, a good thing for everyone, like peace of mind, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Felix, speaking of an whole other term, have you noticed this pattern on the wall?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you sit down like this, and go a little bit close, can you see what it looks like?
It kind of looks like one of them strawberry jam cookies in the center.
Okay, you haven't been here long enough, Felix. That looks like titties with a tattoo on it.
That's what they're looking at him. You guys are some tricky fellas.
Especially if you look at them from a little afar, like the wall over there. There's titties all over in here.
Oh my god, you guys are funny, huh? Look at that. Yeah, you got titties everywhere.
The titty tower.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, well, it looks like the
Maybe we should
mayor's,
just call it that City Tower.
Right, so it looks like the mayor is actually stopped by on the live feed here, and he had a few things to say. He says, we probably won't enforce you to unload your weapons, maybe at a community square. That'd probably be a good idea. And then he also replies, along with no sprinting at a community square. Right now, the sheriff, Austin, makes sure the law is abided in town. We are becoming more every day. So yeah, he functions now just alone, but we hope for people to apply for the SP and this is we won't enforce roles on anyone. I agree. You definitely should not force anybody to do anything they because you want them to.
No.
There should definitely be freedom of expression and how they feel about doing things. And it's from what I understand here, he's saying that Austin is by himself. So does that mean that the SP captain Sinker is no longer part of the force as the captain?
Ooh, I don't know about that. I must say I don't keep much of a record who is who by whom, but it's sad to hear that he's alone up there now.
Oh, man, it just seems like the SP's breaking down slowly every other week or something.
We have to put a note up here in the window or on the wall.
Yeah.
Seeking new personnel.
Hopefully they can get good SP members because I know recent events with state patrol members, they were trying to be deputized. A lot of negative things were happening with the police. Those guys, trainees, from stealing to even trying to hop over my own house to rob me.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, that was a slip in the hiring, I think.
Okay, so the mayor says that Sinker is still the chief of the SP, and he's just not stationed here in Grabin at the time. And it looks like he is stationed somewhere else. Sinker, yes, it's still okay, good. So looks like he's still in power there, and but he is doing work outside of Grabin. But he has Austin Sheriff here that is looking after the people as best as he can when he can. So Mayor, since you're watching, I was just presenting an idea here to Smokey about having maybe like a checkpoint guy who comes here, just for certain times, whatever, and has a log of the people that enter in the city and people that are leaving at what times, like pretty much how long they'll be here and what they're here for, business or pleasure. And I think that would be a really helpful thing for people that don't want to be part of like the SP as a police force, but just want to be part of the community still and have not such a role that they're pressured to do anything else but try to have the the information of who's in and out of town kind of thing. So I think that might be a really good opportunity for somebody in the town of Grabin to take up if they're here frequently enough anyways, because you're going to need somebody who's here very often rather than not often. Or else you just leave that to the police at that point.
True.
But
Look at that sunset.
okay, he says there will be more sheriffs in town besides Captain Sinker. Okay, well that's good to know that there will be more sheriffs around, because obviously there's not very many ever at all.
No, I think it's just a matter of time before when the rumor spreads, so people want to seek in apply for the position.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to have more enforcements here because, especially with the story you were telling us about the teddy bear and like the human stakes, and unfortunately no one was able to capture this guy and hold him in detainment for such a weird act.
Could we call him the teddy bear man?
I think that sounds suitable.
Yeah.
I wonder if
then
he's
in a
the
quote.
whistler. I've been hearing something about a whistler
Could be.
coming around.
Whistler.
Yeah, they like.
What are they
just
whistling
whistles, it doesn't matter what time of day it is either. Apparently, he just comes around the community square here, from my understanding, and he will whistle. And sometimes he's been heard to be whistling around that medical building, but nobody can find him from when they did search around. So that
Do
was
you know what kind of
strange.
tune they were whistling?
Well, I wasn't here, and I did talk to a source, and the source was telling me about their experience here in Grabbin Community Square, where there was a whistling going on, and how it was getting closer towards the medical building. But as soon as they went to check, it wasn't there anymore. And then apparently, like doing the same thing that you were talking about, playing a very creepy, eerie music, and then asking if anybody's around. I wonder if they're related to the same people.
Probably. Oh, we should call him. Now we have the name, the Whistling Bear Man,
Oh, the whistling teddy bear?
Teddy Bear Man, the Whistling Teddy Bear Man.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy though. Hopefully we can, not that I'd want to, but hopefully we can encounter the person again and maybe, have the right officials here that we can maybe stop them and question them further.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's just
hopefully.
very, I don't know if it's to be considered criminal,
Scary.
but yeah, definitely very suspicious
I think
activity.
it's.
Very
Oh, yeah.
close to being criminal.
It gives you a bit of a chill.
Because, listen, he's got a human steak inside of the bear. Where did he get the human steak? Is it his? Did he cut somebody? Did he kill
Exactly.
somebody? So, I'm kind of really surprised that nobody was able to detain this guy, or at least put him down.
I actually think that the steak it was rotten.
So he was probably there
But it
for
was a
while
rotten
then,
one.
eh?
Yes, exactly.
So that tells us then that it's been a good amount of time before it got spoiled, which could have been days.
Exactly. Could have been.
Oh, that's
So it's very
weird.
difficult to source it down.
Yeah, it really is. I think the best thing to do at the end of the day is to pretty much kind of keep watch of the area and hopefully
Exactly.
keep eyes on whoever's
Oh,
coming in and out of town.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what?
And then
I have to say, actually, I went to Grabbin. I came back to Grabbin, I should say, after I was from. I think it was Toplin I was coming from, if I'm not mistaken. But I came into to Grabbin, and I ended up seeing a bunch of pumpkins left on the police station floor. Not even carved up, just a bunch of pumpkins there. It was really odd. I don't know what that was about, and if
Very
it was
odd.
malicious or what it was. It's so weird. But a pumpkin usually represents scary times,
Yes.
like Halloween type of times. So I kind of figured maybe this is a message. I don't know what kind of message it would be, but
could be. So we are not the only ones.
I know.
Even you have had those strange coincidences happening.
that's right.
Yeah,
It looks like the mayor's saying we should call him the whistleblower.
The whistleblower, but he's not very informative.
No, exactly. I'm definitely not the type of
the
whistleblower.
whistleblower of Teddy Bear Man.
Yeah.
The whistleblower Teddy Bear Man.
I like that. Okay, well, wow, that's been interesting to hear a
Yeah.
lot of different stories going on here in Grabbin, and
Yeah.
I do really hope I can speak with the mayor very soon when he comes back into town. I'm going to be at my house, actually,
Yeah.
and I'll be around. So,
I will let him
if you
know.
see him, let me know. And like I said, you know where I live. I live just right up at
Yeah.
the front of the town with the refugee flag by the police station.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you see him around, or anybody else in town, if you don't mind swinging by and letting me know, I'd definitely like to talk to a few more people.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think your boots
I will
are
do it.
worn, by the way. Probably want to get that checked before they get broken into.
Yeah,
Walk
yeah,
nicely.
exactly. Yeah, I didn't have the chance to repair the boots. I killed so many of those sets on the way, and then just down at Columbrody, I was getting a little brave, saying, "Oh, this is going great. 3 bullets left," and then there comes a police zombie with the vest on, and he got me good. Let us say that.
Oh, wow. Oh,
So I was totally shredded. I think he hit me. I had 3 cuts, but only 2 bandages.
oh, well,
Luckily, I was wearing this armband, but I didn't have any alcoholic tincture with me, so I was just, oh, what the fuck, man? And it was a pristine one, so I just put it on, and yeah, luckily I'm still here.
Thank goodness, yeah.
No illness, luckily.
Yeah, that's the most dangerous apparently going around now is the infections from not being in disinfected stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, but I
Very
didn't
funny.
have the chance to disinfect my rack there. So, but 3 cuts, and my life depended on my armband. So, thank you for the white armband.
Yeah, right. It's a blessing in disguise, pretty much.
Yeah,
I'd like to
exactly.
clear up.
That's just an extra one.
I'd like to clear up
Yeah.
that the mayor, from what he understood here, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty accurate. He says that pumpkins they were left there were for food for the policemen as a gift. So I might have taken that
okay.
something else. Because you know what, I've personally seen so much weird shit being left on a police
Yeah.
door that it just like it
Exactly.
makes you think otherwise. But no, it's good that it was for food then. That's really awesome to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But
Exactly.
yeah,
Then
we're getting
that's
it.
-1 in the book.
That's right. One less thing to worry about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to head back.
Yeah,
It's getting a
exactly.
little late and don't want to hold up any
Yeah.
time anymore. But I do appreciate everything you've answered here
It's all
today.
right, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, you're very welcome. You are welcome any day, Felix.
All right, perfect. And if ever you want to tune in, do tune in and stay tuned on the toilet paper for this radio station I would be broadcasting while doing interviews at 102.5.
102.5. I will do that. Oh, do you play music as well?
I don't play music, but I might do that for a temporary time. And I do have some people part of my faction here, the media group, that are probably going to be looking into playing music in the future events and for the future
Oh,
itself.
yeah.
So
Would
definitely
that
stay
be
tuned.
on the old channel 89.5?
It will not be on that channel, but I might end up making it to a different channel. But for now, 102.5 will be our station, and but it will probably change for sure. As long as nobody's using the channel, then I'll probably keep it on 102. But if they are, then I'll definitely switch it up, and I'll let everyone know on the toilet paper there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, no.
Thank you very much.
Just hopefully everybody enjoys the time in Livonia here, and hopefully we can create a lot of entertainment for those that are staying and listening in.
Yeah, exactly. Remember the good old days?
That's right.
Oh, I miss them.
Yeah, it's unfortunate no more entertainment there.
Yeah. I might contact you, get over at your place for a wish for a song if I may. If you
Okay.
have the possibility at some point.
Yeah, for sure, mate.
But I have to go through some papers at home because it was one of my mom's favorite tunes. So, but I can't remember the name. But it's on a piece of paper at home.
Okay, yeah, let me know. And if I'm still there, yeah, definitely play a little tune for you.
Yeah. Nice. It's
Alright.
been so long since I have heard music.
Oh no, it's been very
Yeah.
it seems.
Yeah. That's not the most important things these days.
Oh no, of course not. There's obviously a lot more
What's
different
this?
things happening. Is that like a log or something? A hand drill kit. Ah, for starting a fire. Looks like somebody left the drill kit there.
Oh yeah, but it's damp, so it won't work.
Oh yeah, it's funny. I actually left some cloths in here in this fire. They're still there actually.
Nice. I was thinking
And there's wood.
about is there a
Yeah.
bark?
Yep, there's everything there needed to light up. Ready to go.
I'm doing it.
There you go.
I need the warmth
Alright, well Smicky,
just for drying up as well.
I'm gonna head back to my place. I'm
Feel
gonna
it?
set my cameras down. Good meeting, good seeing you again. Stay safe as always.
Clockwise. Take good care out there.
Hopefully to hear from you later today and get that song out there if you'd like, alright?
Yep. See you around.
Take care now.
Bye bye.
Why? Hi. What a nice fella, that guy. I love talking to Smokey. He's always very energetic and definitely has a lot of information to speak on. Not only because he's counsel, but just he always goes on these adventures, which are really awesome to hear. And I'm glad he made it out of the last one that he was involved with those Zeds. You can see a lot of blood stain on his boots there. Must have been whacking all them Zeds out. But yeah, glad to see he's still up and running. And if there's anyone out there listening and then they're looking for, you know, some story time and some camera lights, definitely reach out to me and we will definitely have a conversation. As we had earlier today with a few sources out there that were talking to us about some stories, and hopefully we can talk to the mayor a little bit more about some interesting things that we've been hearing around in Graben. And I also just want to add one last thing here, guys. If you would be so kind to donate to me some barbed wire for my place, because I know it's not barbed wire at all, and obviously could be broken into via the people being crazy. So it'd be really nice if I can get some barbed wire. Probably enough of it, to be honest. I've got to cover the whole place up. So yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'll try to play some tunes for you guys on 102.5 here in a bit while I turn my camera off and I just put my stuff down. And hope you guys enjoy the little tunes as it's happening. It'll be on 102.5, alright guys? So I'll be signing off right now on the camera, and I'll leave you guys here with my radio turned on at 102.5 to enjoy some tunes. Thank you for tuning in, guys, on the live feed, and we'll catch you all later. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in, and stay juicy as always. Felix the